Come alive, come alive. What's going down? All right. Just give me a second. Let me just sort some things out here. Okay. Yeah, we're good. All right. So this one is entitled Boxing Catch Up with the Houston Hard Hitters. I've got some couple brethrens from Texas that are gonna jump on the panel a bit later. I'm not sure if all three of them are gonna be able to come through, but at least maybe one or two of them will be able to come through. So we just got to bear in mind the time difference, and it's a Sunday, and them man are, doing their Sunday business, whether it's getting a trim at the barber shop or yamming down a Sunday roast or simply getting up from the night before, them way there. So yeah, man, they should come through, but if not, we'll keep things pushing and just try and catch up on the weekend's boxing. For all those that are going to come through on the live chat, big up yourself and all of that. If you are coming through on the live chat, man, just hit the thumbs up button, because apparently that helps the live stream or something. I'm not too familiar with how this thing goes, but yeah, and then also obviously hit the subscribe button as well. You know what I mean? And for all those that are listening on the rebroadcast, this is a live stream that I might be doing every Sunday. I haven't really got a fixed time slot as to when I'm going to be doing it, on what times on the Sunday I'm going to be doing it. I'm just going to play it by ear and see how it goes. You know what I'm way there. So yeah, thanks for coming through anyway. If you're listening on the rebroadcast, big up yourself. Just give me a second. Let me just sort a couple things out in the background, and I'm gonna be right back at you. Okay, yeah, that's much better now. That's not much better. Yeah, so let's get into it, family. As I say, I sent a couple links out to the Houston boys. A couple of men in from Texas, so they might come true a bit later, but we'll see how it goes. Anyway, so a lot of activity this weekend. There was quite a lot of cards on. We had starting on Friday, we had Lomachenko and Crowler. Lomachenko got the job done, did what was expected of him. So, people are starting to talk about who he can fight next and all of that kind of thing. So, yeah, we'll dive into that a bit later. And then what else did we have this weekend? Let's have a look here. Try and get a recap on what happened. Of course, we had Clarissa Shields versus Christina Hammer. That was a very good fight that we're going to get into as well. I caught Derev Yeah, man, I caught that Derev fight. It turned into a caveman fight in the end. You know what I mean? All sense of reality went out the window, and them man, they were just swinging it out. Yeah, we'll see if we can get into that. I don't know if any of them and them there would have caught that fight, but I'll see if we can get into that as well. What else was there? I didn't catch the Munguia fight, if I'm honest with you, this weekend. I can't watch everything at the same time, so I didn't catch the Munguia fight, but maybe they did, and they can give me an update as to what happened, or what they feel, how they feel about the fight and all of that. Let's have a look here. Just trying to find out what other fights were happening this weekend. Oh yeah, yeah, Little B Hop, put the work in. Got a, was it a second round? Yeah, second round TKO, or was it a KO? Can't remember. Very impressive. Very pleased with his performance, or Lil B Hop. Yeah, that was a good fight. I enjoyed that one for the 2 rounds that it did last for. Let me just bear with me, Carl. I'm trying to pull up the records and the fights so I can remember who fought and what ones I've actually watched this weekend. That's why might sound a bit quiet at times. Yeah, and another thing is as well, don't forget to check out the videos and that as well, man. Thumbs up the videos and check out the videos. I try to keep them under 5 minutes, you know what I mean? Because I know a lot of you guys ain't got the patience to sit through longer videos and that. So I just try to keep everything under 5 minutes, just so that it's something that you can get in and get out. Right, I can't find this information, man. Okay, okay, that's interesting. Yeah, if I'm honest with you, I think I've just covered all of the pretty much all of the main fights of the weekend anyway. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to find the schedule of fights. Matter of fact, why don't I just go to my own video, because I've got everything on my own video. Uh, it'd all be there. Here's me trying to search and go around the houses and trying to get this information. I just go to my own video, man. It's all there. Just as a reminder as to who fought. That's it. Yeah, Jack Kolke, Sergey Derevyanchenko. We mentioned that one before. That was a good fight. I think I caught a bit of. Uh, no, I didn't actually. I was going to say I thought I caught a bit of the Yakubu, Amidu, and Darwin Price, but I didn't. Or maybe I did. It was an undercard fight. So if I did, I don't remember much of it. But I've got to say, of all the fights this weekend, I think the most talked about fight has got to be Clarissa Shields. Um, People are real excited over Clarissa Shields, and she's thumping her chest on some He-Man thing. Um, Because I mean, at the end of the day, she's unified. You understand what I'm saying? She's unified. She's unified the middleweight division. She's the undisputed champion at middleweight in women's boxing. So you've got to give her a props. Anyone that can unify an entire division holds weight, and because there is no dispute, there is no challenge. You are the best at that weight class because you got all the belts. And with the added pressure of politics and all the nonsense that comes with the politics, man, you got to also show some further respect that you somehow managed to traverse the landscape of politics to obtain all of them belts. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, you got to give her a props, man. You got to give her a props. She's the undisputed champion, and yeah, I respect that. I respect that. But as I say, when they come on, when the brothers come on, we'll try and get into that and explore more of that fight. See what their commentary is on that. What else? Let me just have a look here. So yeah, Peter Quillen, Caleb Truax. That was at the Minneapolis Armory, sorry, in Minnesota. In fact, I just dropped a video on that, so yeah, make sure you check out that just to hear what I'm saying about that fight there. What else? I didn't catch the German card. I didn't catch that one. The one that was in what do you call it? Flipping Sachsen Anhalt. I didn't catch that. Dominic Basil and Collage. I didn't catch that. So I'll have to just find out what the results were. Dennis Hogan and Jamie Munguia. I didn't catch that either. Shields Hammer. I caught that one. That was quite an entertaining fight. And yeah, as I say, a lot of people were gassed up over that fight, rightfully so. She done well. But who else was there? Okay, yeah. So on Friday, as I say, you had Anthony Kroller and Lomachenko, and then you had Tommy Karpinski, Gilberto Sanchez, Michael Alvarado versus Arnold Barboza Jr., Besputin versus Blanco. I didn't catch none of these undercard fights. I think I caught a glimpse of one or two of them just in passing because I think I was busy at the time. But I don't know if anything entertaining or whatnot happened in any of the undercard fights. Nothing really caught my eye, but we'll have to get some updates from anyone that can give me some information on that. As I say, there was a lot of fights this weekend, man. It was difficult to watch them all and have eyes on all of the fights at the same time. It was difficult, man. But it was a good weekend. And with that being said, if you think that this weekend was a big weekend for boxing, boy, wait till you see the lineup for next weekend. As I say, yeah, boy, you got Crawford and Khan and a whole heap of other people fighting next weekend, such as Teofimo Lopez, Conor Benn, Derek Chisora. He's in action next weekend. Shakur Stevenson is in action next weekend. Danny Garcia is in action next weekend. So there's a lot to look out for, man. The big weekend next week. Mark Wunderlich just fell in the building. What's going on, my brother? Oh, type Mark Wunderlich. Big up, man. It's just catching up on the weekend's boxing, and just going through a little preview of what happened before the brothers jump on the panel and we get it popping with a discussion as to how we all feel about some of these fights that happened this weekend. As I was saying, it's a Sunday, so a lot of them are doing the Sunday thing, with the family, getting haircuts, Sunday roast, so they might fall in at different times. So we'll see how it goes. We'll just play it by ear and we'll freestyle it. You know what I mean? So yeah, as I was saying, next weekend is another big weekend for boxing. So make sure you look out for the this weekend's boxing schedule series, where I big up and break down all the fights that are going to be happening for the weekend. So yeah, look out for that. All right, let me start it off anyway. And then the brothers can, if they jump in, they jump in. When we'll take it from there. So yeah, Lomachenko Krola. Yeah, so Lomachenko did what he was supposed to do. Big up Lomachenko. And look, let me get this out there, because certain man think that I've got a problem with Lomachenko. I don't actually have no problem with Lomachenko. I think he's a good fighter. What I do have a problem with is the propaganda around him that's been bestowed on Lomachenko. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not Lomachenko, it's the hype machine around him. And to take it down to a deeper level, I'm talking about the people that were behind HBO, Bob Arum, Jim Lampley, even Max Kellerman. What's his name? What's his name again? Man, the one who trained Mike Tyson. I forgot his name. Teddy Atlas. Teddy Atlas as well. He's been saying some reckless stuff about Lomachenko. Who else? Who's that? The guy that clearly a racist with the way he used to do a lot of post-fight interviews with we'll put it this way, he had a notable post-fight interview with Mayweather and Bernard Hopkins. Oh, what is his name, man? What's his name? I can't think of his name, man. I've got his face in my mind, but I can't think of his name. But what did he say to Mayweather? He said, aren't you embarrassed by that performance? He said, Mayweather, aren't you embarrassed by that performance? That was after the what was his name? I can't think of names, man. The guy that was in the orange and black shorts. I've forgotten his name, but those of you that know boxing know who I'm talking about. And then with Bernard Hopkins, he said, do you know, I can't even remember what he said to Bernard Hopkins, but Bernard Hopkins responded with, hey, look, man, I'm just trying to make a honest living like you. Larry Merchant, that's it, Larry Merchant. Yeah, him. He's been in on it as well, man. It's like the old guard, the old stock, man. Their man there, you know what I mean? They've always been trying to. Do you know what it is? Is that because Lomachenko is good and he moves with the slickness that is often attributed to black fighters, they feel like, right, finally we've got someone that we can actually genuinely, classify as an all-time great. Not that there hasn't been other great historical white fighters or whatnot, but they're specifically talking about in this era. I think a lot of them man there, the old guard, they got overexcited and, you know, bestowed accolades on Lomachenko before he's actually even proven himself to be the greatest thing since Muhammad Ali. You know, statements like that are offensive, because when you say things like that, it's as if you're trying to say that you know, Pernell Whitaker didn't exist, Sugar Ray Leonard didn't exist, Roy Jones didn't exist, James Toney didn't exist, Julio Cesar Chavez didn't exist. You know, a lot of great fighters, Oscar De La Hoya, you know, the Golden Boy, didn't exist. So that's why it's offensive. And as I say, I don't have no problems with Lomachenko. I genuinely think that he's a great fighter. He's a good fighter, man. He's a very skillful fighter. No one can take that away from him. But it's all the noise around him, you know, that taints and warps people's perception of him. You understand what I'm saying? So, look, congratulations to him, I guess. You know, did what he was supposed to do against Anthony Crowler. Crowler, I never gave him a chance. I don't know anyone that did give him a chance. I never gave him a chance. There was no way that Crowler was going to ever be competitive with Lomachenko. I never saw it. You know, he did what he was supposed to do, as I say, with Crowler. So, you know, you got to big him up for that. He broke his hand in the last punch of that the shot that knocked Crowler out. He actually broke his hand. So there's some concern as to whether the Richard Cormier fight is actually going to happen, or, you know, when it's going to happen, should we say. Do you know what I mean? So we'll have to see. I believe that Richard Cormier is the most deserving opponent for Lomachenko next. Tank appears to be running scared. You know, you got this man out there calling you out, calling your name, and it's radio silence. At this point, man, Tank, boy, he's looking like a real pussy right now, you know. And let me break it down to you like a fraction. A massive ear this. And once again, big up everyone that's come through on the live broadcast. You know, thanks for coming through and hearing your boy out and all of that. And everyone that's listening on the rebroadcast, big up yourself as well. But hear this. Do you remember when Ryan Garcia and Tank had a little bit of smoke? Do you remember Tank's response? What did Tank say? He said, send me your coordinates. That's what the Donny said, you know. He said to Ryan Garcia, send me the coordinates to your gym and we can get it on right now. And then Oscar De La Hoya had to jump in and save Ryan Garcia. You remember that? When Ryan Garcia started to pipe up, Tank said, send me your coordinates instantly over social media. Now you've got this man Lomachenko calling you out. It's radio silence. You're acting like you don't see the hype, the videos, the tweets, the Instagram videos of Lomachenko calling you out. Yeah. So boy, man, he's ducking, man. He's ducking. Man, I have to call it what it is. He's ducking. Oh man. But in all honesty, of course, I'm always gonna root for the brother or whatnot. So, you know, I wish nothing but success for Tank. But when the men are talking about Tank fighting Gamboa, Losd Punch Out TV, what's good? What's good, my brother? Yeah, it's good to see you come through, man. Big up yourself. We're just chopping it up on the weekends boxing, and it's just a freestyle edition. I've got a couple of the Houston the Houston hard hitters should be coming through one by one. You know, they're a bit busy at the moment because of the time difference, but yeah, they should be coming through. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll just freestyle it and see where the conversation takes us. But yeah, big up Loz D, Punch Out TV, big up. You know, look, they're talking about Tank fighting Gamboa next, and it's like, well, hold on a second. So you mean to tell me you got this man Lomachenko calling you out, and somehow you've managed to dredge up Yuriokis Gamboa? What? What? Yo, that's not a good look, man. It ain't a good look. It ain't a good look, man. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. And as I was gonna say just before, um, I believe that Lomachenko would beat Tank. Before, do you know what? A couple months ago, I said Tank could get Lomachenko, but I just don't think that Tank has the ring IQ to deal with someone like Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko could potentially make Tank look silly. I'm just going to keep it honest with you. Tank has he's quite a slow paced fighter. He's quite methodical by the way that he wants to land his shots on you, but I just don't think he can keep up and match the pace of Lomachenko. I think Lomachenko's footwork, angles, his cobra jab, because you know he puts that jab out there, and then he's constantly got that jab moving around like a cobra. I think that would just confuse Tank like it did, allegedly did Rigo. But I want Tank to win, but I just think the pace is just going to be a bit much for him. Yeah, so Loz D says, yeah, big up to you, man. Big up to you, my brother. And Mark, he's talking about Mark Wunderlich. Mark Wunderlich says, Lomo's last fight, in my opinion, he lost and he has never revenged his loss. Oh, you talking about you're talking about, what was his last fight? Who did Lomo fight last? My memory's bad, man. My memory's bad. I can't remember shit. Let me look it up. Let me because I saw the fight and I know what you're talking about. That's the fight where he came off of his shoulder injury, and he didn't look like the Lomachenko that we expected him to look like. So his last fight was Pedraza. That's it, Pedraza. Yeah. He didn't look great in that fight. Well, I would say that he did look like the Lomachenko of past. Yeah, that's it, Lozdi, Pedraza. Yeah. He didn't look like the Lomachenko of past. And look, Lomachenko is beatable. Like, he's not some invincible fighter. Let's not forget, Linares caught him, dropped him. Miguel Mariaga also, but Mariaga revealed some holes in his defense. Although he quit in the what was it, the 8th round or something like that, Mariaga did land some real nice shots, and he gave Lomachenko that work. Mariaga, the Colombian, I don't know if anyone remembers that, but yeah, he gave him that work. He's definitely beatable. It's just that I don't think Tank would have the experience and the ring IQ to deal with Lomachenko. But I'm all open to be proven wrong. And this is what I love about, fighters that dare to be great. Taking you back to the instance, and I always use this example of Mayweather when he fought Hernandez. Mayweather was on the come up, and he got his shot against Hernandez, and he got the W. He was an underdog in that fight, but he got the W. Do you know what I mean? So I always celebrate them type of occasions. Like if a fighter was to beat someone he's not due to beat, You know, that's what makes you great. Muhammad Ali beat people that he wasn't due to beat, and that's what makes you great. Lomachenko, in my opinion, has had solid wins, but he's never really faced anyone that he wasn't due to beat. There's never really been a situation where Lomachenko is a clear underdog in the fight and he wasn't due to beat that person and he won. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Like, I've just not seen that from Lomachenko. Hey, look, Gary Russell was a good win for him. Um, yeah, he already lost to Salido. Uh, but as I say, I've not seen him in any fights that he wasn't due to win. Let me jump in the chat right quick. My Wanderlich says my mind goes 100. I'm the same way. Yeah. You know what they say about that as well? They say something about like if you walk through doors or something, like that somehow contributes to you losing your temporary memory or something. I don't know where I heard that, but I heard something about if you walk through a door or something, somehow that interferes with your memory. I don't know. It's probably some pseudo nonsense, but yeah, I've seen that a few times. Loz D Punch Out TV. Yeah, he says he says Joe Gallagher Joe Gallagher wants flogging for letting Anthony Crowler come out in the fourth round. Absolutely disgusting. um Mark Wunderlich, the out of the ring shit with Tank makes me wonder about him. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying, you know. As I was saying, when Ryan Garcia was piping up to Tank's what you're talking about the sort of like him getting into trouble on the streets and thing like that. Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, messing around with Adrian Broner's not a good look. You know what I mean? It's not it's not a good sign. And you're right, you know, some of those antics could get in the way of his career. And you just wish that he was more focused. But at the same time, he's young. He's a young man, and I can't lie. When I was younger, when I was his age, you know, I had a similar mindset. It was all about, you know, the girls and going out, and or back in my day, we used to call it links. We used to call it links. You know what I mean? Yeah, this was just on the cusp of when mobile phones started to become socially acceptable. So I was on the border of pen and paper and the mobile phone era. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, we was on that, man. We was on that. It was all about the girls and just, you know, being young and out and in the environment, man. Sometimes the environment can, you know, look for you. And before you know it, you're in some kind of situation that may or may not even be your fault, but you're involved now. You know what I mean? And it's just one of them. It's one of them things. You understand what I'm saying? Loz D, that was the big, that was the biggest mismatch. Every That was the biggest mismatch. Anthony Crowler, Lomachenko, almost as bad as Rocky Bum Fielding versus Canelo. It was a big mismatch. It was a very big mismatch, man. Um, I mean, I asked the question, why the hell was Anthony Crowler put in there with Lomachenko? Listen, he was a beat man before he got into the ring, because I remember listening to a pre-fight interview where he was talking about, well, we're as ready as we're ever gonna be. Listen, when a man talks like that, we're as ready as we're ever going to be, it's a wrap. I don't care, man. It's a wrap. Do you know what I mean? Because that's an admission to say, look, we're in over our heads and we've done the best that we can. We're just gonna have to see how it goes on the night. The moment that bell rung, Crowler just looked like he didn't have no game plan. He was just trying to survive on his feet, man. He was just trying to survive on his feet, straight up. Lomachenko, Lomachenko, you know, he wanted to see whether Crowler had a surprise for him or something in the bag. So he didn't steam in there and blow him out of there. You know, he sussed him out. He tried to sniff him out with his Cobra jab. with the Cobra jab. But Crowley didn't have nothing, man. You could see the moment the bell rung, his body language suggested, look, I ain't got nothing for you. And the other thing is as well, he didn't even do it for the bag. He didn't even do it for the bag because he only got like 300K. 300K is a lot of money to, the everyday working class civilian. But to a professional fighter, 300K is not life-changing money. You understand? When you take out your Eddie Hearn's fees, and you take out your management fees, and then you take out your training camp fees, sanctioning fees, then you got to pay tax on that, bruh. You're not left with a lot of money, So it's not life-changing money, and he got beat bad, man. He got laid out on his face, ass up in the air, like a toddler. Face first, ass up, like a beans. It's bad, man. It's bad. I can't believe Eddie Hearn, with a straight face, tried to indirectly even promote that fight. I mean, it was a mismatch. Everybody knew it was a mismatch. I don't know anyone that gave Crowler a chance. It was embarrassing, man. It should have never happened. But Crowler was a mandatory. Somehow he was a mandatory. I think he was a mandatory because Crowler had the silver belt or something. Let me look it up and see what Crowler had that put him in the firing line for the mandatory. Anthony Crowler. He had something? I can't find it. I think he had some kind of interim belt or strap that put him in that position for that fight. Yeah, Los D says, yes, sir. He was beat. He was a beat man before. You're very right. Yeah, man. Yeah. So it was a mismatch, man, and unfortunately, he. Hold on, who's that? Let me just. Oh,
It's stay ready.
oh, that's Mac. Oh, yes, my brother Mac. Yeah, yeah. Let me just 1 second, bro. Let me just yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Stay ready right there. Yeah, we was just talking about Lomachenko and Crowler
Yeah, it was a bad
on Friday.
mismatch.
Yeah,
Terrible mismatch. I don't even know. Honestly, still don't know why they made that fight. But I know
and
it was mandatory. But yeah, man, that wasn't.
it's bad, man. That's bad. I mean, I'm a bit upset because Lomachenko has hurt his hand as well. So I don't know what that means.
No, he
What?
just dislocated his knuckle. That's all.
Okay, because he was talking like he broke his hand.
That's what we thought at first, but it was just a dislocated knuckle.
Oh, cool, cool. So, yeah, hopefully there's no excuses for who you can fight next. So, my next question, right? So, what I wanted to do is just get a recap on the fights that happened this weekend, and I just started with Lomachenko, and yeah, it was a mismatch, man. I don't know anyone that had Anthony Crowler winning, or I don't know anyone that gave Anthony Crowler a chance, and it is what it is. But my next question is this, man. Who do you think can beat Lomachenko at 135 or 130?
Who do I think can be Tank?
Tank, yeah.
I think Tank can because I'm gonna tell you why. People, I'm not taking nothing away from Lomachenko's skills, but Lomachenko don't have defense. His offense is his defense. He moves around a lot. But how often do you see him blocking punches or parrying punches? Or he got he got some bob and weave, but it's not like he just got some immaculate defense. Tank is just as fast, if not faster than Lomo. And those angles that he do when he jumps side to side to Attack fighters is not gonna work on somebody that all they gotta do is sidestep and swing because they faster than you. Like I understand that Tank is young and a lot of people don't think his mentality, but Lomachenko don't have that many fights. He's
Yeah.
not just the bee's knees and the end all be all. He's a great fighter. He's a great skillful fighter. But I think Tank can beat him. I think Teofimo can beat him, and he's gonna have problems with fighters like B Hop and Devin Haney if they keep moving in the progression that they moving and progressing in this sport.
Okay. That's I like that, man, because I was just saying that with regards to Tank and Lomo, I'm not too sure about Tank, and the reason is because I'm not sure whether Tank has the IQ, the ring IQ, to deal with someone like Loma's footwork and his Cobra like jab, because he puts that jab out there that can metamorph into a hook. It can change into pretty much anything. I just don't know whether how Tank would cope with the combination. Well, just Lomachenko. I don't know, Mac. I don't know,
I
because
think
Tank's pace as well. Tank's pa- Tank fights at a slower pace,
he does.
but so it's one of those. I think it's one of those fights that you just need to see it to see how Tank would deal with someone like Loma. Because the other thing is I've not seen Tank fight uh, a slick fighter, so I don't have no reference. I mean, I would love Tank to beat Lomo, and he can definitely beat Lomo. He's definitely got the power. Tank's a very skillful fighter. He's got good offense. Um, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I've got Lomachenko in that right now. 6 months ago, 6 weeks ago, I had Tank. I said Tank can get this, no problem.
I'm still not changing it. I'm still picking Tank. I'm picking skill for. I'm picking skill levels.
Okay, okay.
I'm looking at the skill levels, and I'm looking at who Tank got in his corner. Tank got a great cornerman that's gonna tell him what to do, and Tank listens to his corner.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear that, man. I hear that. Let me jump in the chat real quick.
All right.
Um, so Loz D says, "What made me last was everywhere, everywhere Lomachenko moved, Krola moved with him, and it was like as if Lomachenko had Anthony Krola on remote control." Okay. Losdy says, "Salute, stay ready, boxing TV, my brother."
What's up with Elias Dawkins? P.
And then
Wayne.
he's just responding to my question that I asked you, that who can beat Lomachenko, and he says, Mikey Garcia. How you feel about that?
I think Mikey can beat him too, but Mikey not gonna go back down to 135.
Or you think he's going to stay at 147 or 140?
They've already said he's gonna stay at 147 because he want to be a multiple division champion.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I mean, Mikey for me is all up in the air. He's just lost to Errol Spence. I don't know where his mind's at. Skill for skill, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But as you say, if he's staying at 140, the fight's not going to happen. But the other thing is that I'll say about Lomachenko is, if he's so great, why didn't he move up to 140?
He did move up to 140. He fought a few times. He got a belt at 140.
Who, Lomachenko?
Oh no. Lomachenko's too small for 140.
Yeah,
Lomachenko's too small for 135. Like Lomachenko's natural weight where he should be is 130. He moved up trying to prove something, but he's gonna fuck around and get hurt at 135.
Yep. You got Baranchek, Prograde, Taylor.
He's way too small for 140. He couldn't stand a chance against the second tier fighters at 140, let alone the first tier. 140 has more killers than 147.
And this is why I'm saying that in order for me to say that Lomachenko is great or pound for pound, I need to see him go up and do something like that, because the people that he's fought so far, he's never been an underdog. Lomachenko has never been an underdog. And for me personally, in order to be pound for pound, you have to beat, or a Hall of Famer, should I say, a Hall of Famer, you have to beat people that you're not due to beat. that you're not supposed to be, and you come through and you beat them, right? The
You know
the
what's
other,
funny?
go ahead.
He wouldn't be the underdog in a tank fight. Tank would be the underdog.
Yeah, yeah. Technically, he would be the underdog. Yeah,
The
yeah,
only he'd be the underdog in the Mikey fight, but he wouldn't be in the tank fight.
yeah. In a tank fight, he would now. Lomachenko definitely wouldn't be an underdog now. I wouldn't even say he'd be an underdog in the Mikey fight. I'd say that's kind of a very competitive A level fight.
Facts.
I wouldn't say Lomachenko would be an underdog in the Mikey fight.
Yeah, he'd definitely be an underdog in the Mikey fight. Definitely.
But a lot of people say that the reason why Lomachenko is so great in his pound for pound is because he's moved up 3 weight divisions in um, the shortest time in history or whatnot, right?
That's
And
because of the way they push him. I can take some other fighters and do the same thing. We could have did the same thing with Teofimo if they put him in the fights, but won't nobody put him in the fights. Think
exactly,
about it.
that's my argument. I mean, someone wants to debate me over Lomachenko, so I'm waiting for him to come through. But the other thing is that okay, if we're going down that road, then Adrian Broner's moved up 4 weight classes, right? So how comes he's not pound for pound number one right now today? You understand? A lot of people have done that. It's no big deal. I mean, Pacquiao's done it, Mayweather, Whitaker, Jones, Tony. So many people have moved up weight classes, but it's only special because Lomachenko has done it the fastest. I mean, look, man, it's not in this day and age. It's not difficult to get hold of a strap to cherry pick your way into picking up straps as quickly as possible. It can be done. It can strategically be done. So I don't place no value on that, if I'm honest with you. But when I say all this, I don't want to come across as if you know I dislike Lomachenko or I hate him. I don't hate him at all. I got nothing against him. As I said, it's the politics around him that kind of spoils his you know his credibility. But yeah, it was a mismatch. It was a mismatch, and yeah, it is what it is, man. So we had what else did we have this weekend? We had
Clarissa Shields. Clarissa
okay,
Shields.
yeah, let's get on to the Clarissa Shields. So Clarissa Shields versus Christina Hammer. This was a unification for the women's um, middleweight division. This was a unification for undisputed. Okay, now let me give my little dialogue and then I'll let you jump on, Matt. Look, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. I'm gonna keep it 100 of all you guys. I initially said that I'm not sure about Clarissa Shields.
Don't know why you said it. I kept telling you.
Yeah, I said that. I'm gonna keep it 100. I said I'm not sure about Clarissa Shields. I see holes in her game. I watched about 3 or 4 of her fights, but funny enough, I can't remember what happened. But I remember seeing a lot of things that I just didn't like about Clarissa Shields. All right, so I was very skeptical. Of course, I'm going to support her, but I was skeptical. And the other thing is I didn't know much about Christina Hammer. I didn't know her, so I couldn't really, give a prediction because I didn't know who her opponent is. I can look at her and say, well, she's a big girl, but I didn't know her. Anyway, so I was skeptical over Clarissa Shields, and I'm pleased to say that she has plugged my concerns and has proven me wrong. She performed very well. Oh, she has some beautiful head movement. Beautiful head movement. Excellent. That's what I want to see. Great skills, great offense, defense. Still lacking in power though. Still lacking in power. But I'm pleased with
Well,
what.
I ain't gonna say she lacking in power because it would have been a knockout if Christina Hammer wasn't holding the whole goddamn fight. It would have been a clean knockout.
Yeah. How you feel about so how you feel about that? What's your take on the
It
hammer?
was an old fashioned ass whooping. She beat the hell out of Christina Hammer from first. Christina Hammer didn't win one round last night. Not one round. And how
Yeah.
they gave her one round, the only reason they gave her the first round is being generous. She didn't win one round last night. Not one.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you, man. I've got to agree with you. Um, Congratulations to Clarissa Shields, man. She's the undisputed. That means there is no talk, there's no debate, there is no going backwards and forth. She is the best woman in the middleweight division in boxing. Shut your mouth. Yo, big up Clarissa Shields, man. I'm happy for her. I'm proud for her. And it's onwards and upwards for Clarissa Shields. She done good. She done good. And I'm impressed. I'm impressed with what I saw. That's my stance right now. Let me jump in the chat real quick. Uh, Loz D says I like Lomachenko, but I think he's overrated. Mark Wonderlich says Money Powell the fourth was a great fight. Um,
Yeah, I
Loz,
missed that fight. I wanted to see that last night. I missed that whole fight.
yeah, I actually caught that. I actually caught that fight. I'm gonna jump on that as well. Uh, then Loz D says yeah, stay ready. That's a fact.
Chill,
There's a lot
chill.
of killers at 140. Um, this is a great talk. And then Hashman boxing. Yeah, big up Hashman. Says
Yeah,
send
what's
me
up,
a
Hash, man?
he says send me a link. Yeah, what I'm gonna do, Hashman, I'm gonna get you to jump on another live. I want to keep the panel down to three maximum. So yeah, I only want 3 people on the panel right now, and I've already sent out 2 links to my other brothers from Houston. This one's a Houston link up. But don't worry, man. I'm gonna get you to jump on another panel, man.
Hey,
Um,
did you holler at 503 and Legendary?
yeah, I dropped the link in the chat, but I guess they must be busy right now.
Here, let me text both of them and see if they'll jump on real quick. Hold on. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go
yeah,
on mute.
yeah. No worries. But yeah, Hashman. Don't worry, man. I'm gonna get you on. I'm gonna get you and probably Ak on maybe next week. We're gonna keep it down to a minimum because I want everybody to get their their opinions across. I don't want people to feel like they didn't get what they want to say out and all of that. You see it? So big up. Yeah, Mark Wunderlich says ref called it off. Who's the boss? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so whilst Max on mute and he's gonna see if we can reach out to 503 and Legendary. Um, yeah, I caught the Money Powell fight. Money Powell the fourth. This was a super middleweight fight that took place yesterday. Money Powell eventually got the stoppage. I believe it was in the eighth. I think it was in the eighth round. Uh, yeah, he did well there. But yeah, man, he's a big boy. He's a big boy, even at super middleweight. He's like 6 foot tall. Yeah, he was a big boy, man. But then I think he previously was fighting at light heavyweight. So I'm not too fully up to date with Money Power the fourth, and what he's doing and whatnot. I've only just seen a few of his fights, but he got the stoppage. Uh, in my opinion, I felt like he should have got that guy out of there sooner. Um, and to be honest with you, I was kind of in and out on that particular fight there. I was in and out because I was trying to flick between channels to catch all of the fights at the same time. But I got enough of a grasp on the fight to know what's going on, and yeah, I just felt like he kind of, I wouldn't say it was he got a TKO in the sixth round. It was the sixth round, not the eighth. I just felt like, yeah, he should have got the Donny out of there, man, because he didn't look too good. He didn't look too good. Not Manny Powell, the Christian Aguirre. I think his name's pronounced Aguirre. He's also an up and coming guy. Wait, Christian Aguirre was actually he was coming up from, I think he was coming up from 154. So he was coming up from Wait, yeah, that's right. So yeah, Christian Aguirre, he came up to from 154 to fight Money Power at 168, and he's got a whole bunch of losses on his record. But anyway, he got the job done. That's the main thing. He's still learning as well. And maybe he's lacking in confidence. Maybe that's what it is as well that I see in him. But yeah, so Mark Wonderlich says 168. Yeah, that's the super middleweight division. Los D says, yeah, Hammer got Hammer got a German ass spanked. Mark Wonderlich says he was playing with him. A Mexican Fight Fan says, what's up? What's good, Mexican Fight Fan? What's good? He's another one from Texas as well, man. Texas is up in this boxing community heavy. Trust me. Big up all the people them from Texas. But as I say, Money Power, he done what he was supposed to do, and let's see how he progresses. He was actually born in Germany. I believe his father was in the military, so he was born in Germany, but he's an American. His father's American as well, but it's just being in the military, he was born over there.
Who are we talking about?
Money Power.
Oh yeah, and, I didn't get to see his fight last night, man.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, I thought that he should have got him out of there, but Mark Wonderlich.
I thought he did knock him out.
He did, yeah. He got a TKO in the 6th round. I felt that he was lacking in confidence a little bit, but Mark Wonderlich says that he perceived the fight to be that he was playing with Christian. I can't pronounce his name. Christian Aguirre. I think that's
Christian Aguirre.
Yeah, Christian Aguirre. Yeah. He's 8-4, and he came up from 154 to 168 to fight Money Power. So
okay.
Yeah, it was all right. But yeah, let's move on and see what else happened this weekend. Who else? We had Dennis Hogan and Jamie Munguia.
Yeah, my boy got his ass whooped. He got gifted a decision last night. I didn't like that. He's not ready for no top 154 pounders at all. He's not.
Oh, really?
No, he's not.
Okay, because I didn't see the fight myself. I couldn't catch it. But did you watched it? Yeah.
I got to see that half of it right when Carissa Shields
Okay.
went off. I went to the zone. I watched the end of the fight. I got to see from the 7th round on the second half of the fight. And man, just all he from what I seen, I called it a draw. But I'm gonna go back and watch the beginning of the fight.
Oh man. Okay, so Munguia, I mean, I'm gonna catch up with that fight myself, and
And from what I'm hearing, everybody says that he got his ass whooped. He lost that fight, so I'm gonna really go back watch it with the sound off, pay attention, and just really
see what happened.
Yeah, because from what I saw, I said draw, but like I said, I didn't see the whole fight, so.
So that's your boy right there, Mungo. Okay, all right. So
that's my boy. I don't even want to say he lost, but
hey, man, it happens, man. It happens. I mean, he got MD'd, majority decision. But as you say, man, I want to see that for myself to see what happened. But yeah, it sounded like he got beat pretty bad. Mark Wonderlich is saying that he got somewhat exposed. Damn. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to come back to that.
Yeah. Got to.
Oh, sorry, that was a Mexican Fight Fan said he got somewhat exposed. That wasn't Mark Wonderlich. Mexican Fight Fan says Munguia needs to change trainers. His current trainer sucks. Munguia needs Robert Garcia. Munguia is very similar to Maidana, unorthodox style, Robert would do wonders with him. Okay, yeah, maybe Robert Garcia. I didn't think of things like that, but maybe. I mean, I want to see the fight so I can make a judgment myself. But yeah, another fight that took place this weekend was Jack Kalkay versus Sergey Derevianchenko. Did you catch that one, Mac?
No, I didn't get to catch that fight, bro. I missed out.
All right. Well, I actually watched that one myself. Derevianchenko. Man, that fight towards, I think it was rounds 8 onwards, that fight turned into a caveman fight. All sense of reality and intelligence and boxing technique went out the window, and those boys were just swinging it out. They were swinging at each other, man. Yeah, man. It was a scrappy and messy win for Derevianchenko. I wasn't impressed. It was an ugly fight, in my opinion. But he got the W, and A is what it is. So that was a 154-pound middleweight fight. So yeah, that's what happened there.
So I didn't even know they fought. I forgot that was this weekend.
Yeah. I mean, it was it was messy, man. It was a messy fight towards the end. Yeah, they were swinging it out, man. So Mexican Fire Fan says, I'm excited for. Let me go back. Manguea. Mexican Fire Fan says, I'm excited for Virgil Ortiz and Mauricio Herrera and Berchelt versus Vargas 2. So you're excited for that. You're looking forward to that. Okay, that's what's up. Derevianchenko is now the IBF mandatory against Canelo. Again, so he's the IBF mandatory again. Canelo smokes him.
What you talking about? Derevianchenko's IBF mandatory again?
Yeah, that's what Mexican Fight Fan says.
Man, I don't want to see that shit again.
Don't
get me wrong. I'm not taking nothing away from Derevianchenko. Man, they need to put somebody else in that spot. How he lose the fight and don't get dropped down like everybody else does in IBF?
I know, man. I'm done with Derevianchenko, to be honest with you. I'm all the way done with him.
All the way done.
And I mean, Canelo, we don't know what's going on with Canelo, man. I think he's going to be riding at 168 now. So super middleweight.
No, I'm good.
So we don't know. But to be honest with you, the Kalkay fight, the Derevianchenko and Kalkay fight, it could have gone the other way. But I mean, I didn't score it, but eye testing it, I felt that Derevianchenko got it. But I could see other people scoring it the other way though, for Jack Kalkay. But anyway, man, is what it is.
Yeah, it is what it is.
So let's see here. Mexican Fight Fan says Heyman got the connection with the IBF. King Louis.
Yeah, he does. You know what? I think he does got a connection with the IBF, but he couldn't save Sean. Sean Porter couldn't get saved.
Yeah, that's a good point, man. That's a good point. So, man, this is boxing, man. It's all politics, man. It's. I was mentioning the other day that, man, with boxing, we should have some sort of league structure where fights are scheduled. You know what I mean? There is no, I might fight him, he's ducking. It would cut a lot of the noise out. Or at least the tournament structure.
Hey, my bro, 503 line is in the building.
503 just fell in the building?
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. Hey, 503, let's get a catch up real quick with 503, man.
All right, I'm going to go on mute.
No worries. Hey, 503, man, we were just talking about this weekend's fights, and we started off first with Lomachenko and Anthony Crolla. I'd like to get your opinion on and your thoughts and assessments of what you think about that fight, Lomachenko and Crolla.
I mean, shit. It was a it was a good fight for as long as it lasted, man. It was a one-sided beatdown. No disrespect to the UK, man, but we gotta stop. I'm not mad at Lomachenko for that fight because the Crawler guy was mandatory. So yeah, man. I just really, man, what it is, bro. I just really want these dudes, man, to stop being so scared of Lomachenko, dog. Cause I really think, bro, if Crawler would have tried more, man, he probably would have did better. To me, he didn't try. He didn't put up a fight.
Mm.
He walked down with his high guard. He wasn't throwing punches. He wasn't trying to engage. It just seemed like he was already beat. Before he got in the ring, man.
Yep,
And,
that's exactly
and
what I said.
yeah, and I just don't like it, man. Even with the Hammer and Shields fight, I mean, at least Christina Hammer tried. You feel me? Like she tried. But to me, Crawler didn't try, man. He didn't.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
but I,
I
but
agree.
but I'm tired of these dudes promoting Lomachenko like he's some killer, man. But when it's time for him to fight a real killer, man, they got a million and one excuses. Like for Teofimo Lopez or Javante Tank Davis, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see Lomachenko right now with somebody that's gonna fight back, man. You know, but yeah,
Yeah,
man. I like to answer your question though. I like to fight with him and Crawler, man. Lomachenko came back and from a bad performance against Pedraza, and he did what he needed to do. He looked it good. So shouts out to Lomachenko.
yeah, that's what's up, man. And just so everyone knows, I got my brothers, the Houston, 2/3 of the Houston hard hitters, with me right now. This is for everyone in the chat and on the rebroadcast that's listening to the rebroadcast. As I say, I might, do this every Sunday, and I'm gonna throw the link out to some friends, and we could talk that boxing. But these boys are from Texas, and the time difference, they've got a 7 hour time difference. And of course, it's a Sunday. So, the men are going to be doing their Sunday thing, dealing with the kids, the Sunday
I
roast.
ain't with the kids. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm out and about. I done threw the J's on today. I'm riding around.
Oh,
I'm
it's
hitting the
that he's
parks
got the
today.
Jays.
I
Max
done threw
feeling,
the
you're
I done threw
feeling
the white
yourself. Yeah.
I done threw the the white and gray 13s on. I'm riding around. I'm looking to get into some trouble. You
Hey,
know what I'm
man,
talking about?
be nice, man. Keep that AR in the case. Keep that AR in the case.
Oh no, I ain't pulling out the guns. I'm not them guns. I'm trying to find trying something nice, slim, thick. I ain't walking around.
Oh, that kind of trouble. Okay, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
you got
yeah,
right.
yeah. Most def, most def. So 503, man. So yeah, it's good to get your commentary there, man. It pretty much a lot of the talking points that I mentioned on Lomachenko. I think I felt like Crawler was a beat man before he got into the ring. It was a mismatch. I'm somewhat disgusted with Eddie Hearn that he could put Crawler in there with someone like Lomachenko. Crawler got his ass beat, face down, ass up in the air like a 2-year-old. Come on, man. It was a bad beating. It is what it is, man. Lomachenko did what he was supposed to do with an opponent like Crawler. It is what it is. We see what happens, and I'm in full agreements with you. I would like to see Lomachenko in there with someone like Teofimo Lopez. He's got the smoke for you. Tank appears to be ducking or whatever. Okay, well, that situation is what it is. But we've also got Richard Cormier and Mikey probably isn't going to happen. But yeah, I'm in agreement there. What else did we catch up on? Clarissa Shields and Christina Hammer.
Let me say something on the
Oh,
Tank
go,
ducking
go
thing real
ahead.
quick. I just want to make sure it's clear that I think Tank wants to fight. I think it's Leonard Ellerbe and Mayweather trying to keep that black and Mexican that black and Mexican narrative at play because I'm really they think that's where all the money is, and I honestly believe Tank really wants that Loma fight, but they in the way. But the reason I'm gonna say it's a duck because that's the team you got around you. Just your team is you. Whether you speaking for it or not, your team is you.
Yep.
So whatever narrative your team put out there on you, that's what we as the fans gonna go with because you don't talk up, you don't speak, so we don't know what's your thoughts, whether you want to fight or not. If you start speaking out and calling out and saying shit, we know we'll start believing you and get behind you and push you for that fight because Mayweather and Leonard Ellerbe won't have a choice but to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, that's a good point. I even think about it like that. Yeah, because Mayweather, he built his career on the black the Mexican, beating up Mexican fighters and that kind of thing, and that whole Oscar De La Hoya where he came in with the Mexican flags and all of that. That's a yeah. I didn't think of it like that. That's a good dimension to bring to the situation. So maybe it's not actually Tank himself, but as you say, Mac, your team represent you. So you have to take some responsibility. And he's still got his own Twitter feed and his own social media and stuff. But hey, man, we're just gonna have to see what happens with Tank. I believe he can definitely beat Lomachenko, but I don't know, man. I just think my heart is going, well, not my heart, but my head is just going with Lomachenko in that fight. But we'll see. We'll see. So 503, man, I've got two more for you. First of all, how you feel about Lomachenko and Tank? Like, who do you think would win that fight? What's your opinions? And then the second one is I'm assuming you caught the Clarissa Shields and the Christina Hammer fight. Give us your commentary on that, bruh.
Oh man, shit, man, what a great night of boxing, man. It's been a great week of boxing, man. Lomachenko did his thing Friday. You know what I'm saying? Can't got nothing bad to say about him except for he ducking Teofimo. But man, the Christina Hammer fight, Chris Shields fight, man, probably one of the greatest boxing matches I've seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? Never really, never really got a chance to watch women's boxing like that. So I'm proud. I'm proud to see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I 100% agree with you, my brother. 100% agree. Um, I'm putting it in the status of
Hold
fight
on,
of the year.
I'll be right back. My son calling me. I'll be right back, bro. Hold it down for.
All right, it's gonna be fight of the year, I think.
It was a good fight, yeah, for sure, for sure. Um, and as I was saying to Mac, 503, I was critical of Clarissa Shields. I felt like there was things missing, and she she proved herself. She had great head movement, great defense. Oh, great defense. Yo, bruh. I'm very pleased, very impressed with the defense. Um, Great offense, landed some really, really nice clean shots on Hammer. Had Hammer confused in there, So yeah, I'm very pleased with that. I'm very pleased with Clarissa Shields. As I say, I was critical. I said I'm not too sure about her. I see a lot of holes in her game, and because I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna keep it real. I done told all of you, look, man, I ain't afraid to be wrong. I'm not trying to come across as if I know everything. I'm only human, and I only comment on what I can see in front of me. And right now, there is no discussion. She is the greatest. She's the best
Right now,
middleweight, undisputed middleweight in women's boxing.
okay, I was gonna say she's not the greatest of all time. She's
No,
in the
no, no, not no,
conversation
no,
though.
no, no, not of all time. Not of all time. I'm not going that far. I'm not going that
Yeah.
far. I mean, I'm not too familiar with women's boxing like that, but I
Hey,
definitely won't make that proclaim.
I am. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's a lot of great fighters. You can never take away from Layla Ali and Ann Wolf accomplishments. Never. And then you still got one in Cecilia Brackers, who's been a champion at welterweight, undisputed for 9 years. 9 years, bro.
Damn, I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got women like Christy Martin, Christy Martin is the coldest white women's boxer ever, and I will say that.
Okay, okay. I might have to check her out, man. I might have to check her out. I mean,
Yeah, man.
Christy Martin is the woman. Oh, yeah, Christy Martin is the woman that got me to watching women's boxing in the first place. And that's a white
hey,
woman
you're
with
gonna
the
have to
cane
type
in
that
South
name in the
Carolina.
chat for me, man.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. Yeah, Christy Martin.
Yeah.
Oh, and
I'll send you a couple of her
for all my
fights.
golf fans out there,
She,
man, Tiger Woods just won the Masters. You know,
oh yeah, salute
Oh,
Tiger.
big up Tiger Woods, man. He's just won the Masters again. Yo.
I was watching that
yeah,
shit.
yeah, man. I think it's been like 13 years or something since he won it. Motherfuckers doubted him, said he wasn't gonna do that and wasn't gonna do this, but he won. But yeah, man. Christina Hammer, man, was she didn't know what to do with Clarissa Shields, man. The footwork bothered her. T-Rex showed great footwork, immaculate footwork, lateral movement, good defense, good speed. You know what I'm saying? She after that first round, she was timing the fuck out of Christina Hammer. The girl couldn't hit her. You know what I'm saying? That right hand was beautiful. The she out jabbed the jabber too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, she just put on a boxing clinic, man. You know, the fight went exactly how I predicted it. You know what I'm saying? On my prediction video, I said she was gonna win unanimous decision. A lot of people thought she was gonna get stopped, but honestly, I think if Hammer wasn't holding excessively, because she held from like the third round to like the 10th round.
She
She
did,
was,
she did, she did.
yeah, she was holding a lot, bro, and she definitely
Yeah.
started holding like a lot, like in the midways of that fight, like from the 6th to like the 10th, she held, and she didn't get a warning until like the 6th or 7th round or some shit. So um, she probably could have got stopped, man. But Lady Hammer is experienced. She knows she was outclassed, she was outmatched. You know what I'm saying? She was getting beat to a pulp. I thought they was gonna stop it. She got a mouthpiece. Well, she actually spit her own
Yeah,
mouthpiece out.
she spat
You
it
know what
out.
I'm
Yeah, yeah.
saying?
Spit it
So
out twice, not once, twice.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
she. That's why I say, man. She talked all. Lady Hammer talked a lot of shit for this fight, man, and she didn't back it up, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to ask you this, bro, because you always the one that say this one. You be like, the lamppost style. Do she got that lamppost style, man?
Oh, okay, okay. She kind of does. She kind of does. I would say it's more of a Klitschko style, with the jab.
That's actually how she fight, just like Klitschko, bro.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
But
that Russian style.
I can see why you would think the lamppost style, but I would say it's more Klitschko. It's more the Klitschko Eastern European kind of style. Um, Let me jump in the chat real quick. Catch up on some of the comments. A Mexican fight fan says Floyd got it from Roger Mayweather. Yeah, he's talking about that whole Mexican thing, black Mexican thing or whatever. Loz D, Anthony Crowler is my man. He's from Manchester. Eddie Hearn is Eddie Hearn is a bellend for putting him in the ring with Lomachenko, a total mismatch. A Mexican fight fan says Ann Wolf is the greatest woman boxer of all time. Yeah, I've heard of Ann Wolf.
And
That's debatable now. That's debatable.
she's not. She's cold, but she was never the best woman's body fighter of all time, man.
Because she never fought Ali. She never fought Layla. She never fought Layla Ali. So we can't say
Yeah,
that. You know what I'm saying? And what Clarissa, the reason why I'm giving her that greatest woman of all time, bro, because she didn't get way more than Ann Wolf and Layla Ali in a short amount of time. You know what I'm saying? So I'm giving that title to her. You know,
Okay,
and,
okay,
and she and she trying to fight the other undisputed champion at 154, which will be even because Clarissa Shields got to come down. You know what I'm saying? And Cecilia Brackets got to come
And,
up.
and,
So I think that's an even exchange. My
okay.
that's just my personal opinion. She said she'll fight at 154. Cecilia Brackets is at 147, and T Rex is at 160. So you know it's like a 6 pound difference or whatever. You know she'll be gaining 6 pounds, and T Rex will be losing 6 pounds.
All right. But check this out. So Mexican Fight Fan says women's boxing is just not that competitive. There's only 30 boxers active in Shield's weight class, and most of them have losing records. That's not a rebuttal. That's just a comment that he
no,
made.
he's right. I'm not taking nothing away from him. But let me say this, and I want y'all to kind of go. Just listen to me. Don't. I'm not taking no rebuttals right now. But I'm not saying that she's not the GOAT. I'm not. I'm not gonna say that Clarissa Shields is not the GOAT, but I'm not gonna say she is either. She got more accomplishments. Like we can't say a woman is the greatest of all time and only had 8 fights. You know what I'm saying? Because there's still a lot to be accomplished.
Yeah.
But she has accomplished so much. She is in, as of right now, as woman boxer, she's the greatest. As of right now, woman athlete, she's top 5. But of all time, no, nope, nope, not giving her that. Because you're not gonna take away
Yeah.
from somebody like Christy Martin, who's 49-7 and had 31 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Layla Ali never lost. She was 24-0 with 21 knockouts. And Wolf had a loss on her record. And Wolf also, I think, and Wolf, how many fights did Wolf have? She had 24 fights, 16 knockouts. You know what I'm saying? Layla Ali
Yeah.
was a super middleweight and a monster. Y'all got to take some. Joe Frazier had a daughter that was cold as fuck. I can't remember
Well,
his daughter's name right now.
Georgetta Fraser.
Yeah, yeah, I think. But she was a bad motherfucker.
Yeah.
But she got her ass whooped by Layla Ali.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember hearing about that actually.
Yeah. No, Jackie. I mean Jackie Frazier. Jackie Frazier. Jackie Frazier. That was her name. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that fight when she got her ass whooped by Layla Ali. But she was cold. Yeah, y'all got to go back and go do your history of women's boxing and actually go look at these women boxing before. Because I've been watching women's boxing for a long time. And before we just sit and say, she's the GOAT, go back and watch some of these old legends and go see what they've accomplished in their time and what they did. She's moving up and down in weight classes. Back then, it was more monsters in their weight classes where they couldn't go up and down and fight each other. It's not a lot of women's fighters right now, so they can do that. They couldn't because they had monsters in their divisions. They were fighting on a consistent basis.
Yeah. Do you know what, Matt? I agree with you with what you're saying. I understand fully where you're coming from by way of respecting the fact that Shields has achieved a lot as of right now, and bearing in mind her career's not over, so she's still got more to come, hopefully. But at the same time, kind of respecting um, the fighters of past years as well, and not kind of putting her up as the great. I hear where you're coming from. I hear where you're coming from. At the same time, I'm not as clued up on women's boxing as both of you brothers, but yeah, I understand your point and I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, yeah. Um. So Mexican Fight Fan, he says again, the only women with skills and pound for pound talent are Amanda Serrano, Katie Taylor, and Clarissa Shields. The rest are trash. Well, hold on. I'm not sure if any of you brothers and anyone that's
You're not,
listening,
you're not for the constant city brackets trash.
yeah,
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 that's one of my
Yeah,
favorite women.
man, you tripping. That's disrespectful, man. You can't call an undisputed champion. Ain't no undisputed champions
She's
trash.
35.
Bro,
She's 35-0 and been the undisputed champion for 9 years.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, hold on, Mexican fight fan, man. That's kind of, you shut the door real early there, man. You
Yeah.
pulled up the drawbridge real quick.
And then
Um,
you forgot about Mia St. John fine ass.
hey, and he don't stop there. You've also got Nicola Adams from the
Yes.
UK. She's a black British two times Olympic gold medalist. Okay, she's a bit older though. She's 36, but she's real nice with the hands as well.
You got
Uh,
you got you got Alicia Bumgarner who's coming up and she's cold.
Yep, and Raquel Miller.
And Raquel Ritter. And you got Mary
Mhm.
Comb, that Asian chick. I think that's how you say her name.
It's a man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. It's been. I'm telling you, watch, man. About 3 more years, 4 more years, we're gonna be lit, man. I'm telling you, it's a bunch of women that we naming right now. And my boy Legendary watching the Olympics and shit. He emphasizes and study that's like his department. You know what I'm saying? Like he focused more on the Olympians and the up and comers and you know what I'm saying, and Mac real good with like the prospects and you feel me? And like I focus more on, current up to date, you know what I'm saying, shit like that. You feel me? But Legendary know he know a couple of female boxers in the Olympics too though. Cause I be watching his page and you know what I'm saying? It's some fighting in the Pan American Games coming up. You know what I'm saying? So y'all be on the lookout, man. For
yeah,
real.
I've seen his videos, and he does let us know who the up and coming. He's done some interviews as well with some up and coming
Right,
talent.
right, exactly. Cause
Um,
he did something with some female boxers as well. So y'all be on the lookout, man. I'm telling you, within the next year or two, you know what I'm saying? Some of these kids we talking about right now, that Legendary talking to right now, man, they gonna be pro.
Yeah, and he might even jump in. I'm not sure what he's doing. He might be a bit busy, but if he jumps in, he can give us the lowdown on what he's researched and come across next. But yeah, Mexican fight fan. He just says Cecilia Brackus. Who has she beat though? Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano dog walk Brackus. Oh man, I mean. I don't know about Katie. I think Katie Taylor, she's good, but I think she's a little bit overhyped. I think she's a little bit overhyped. I could be wrong because, as I say, I'm not fully up to speed on women's boxing, but I think Katie Taylor could be a little bit overhyped. I'm not too sure, but we'll see. Otap thinks in the comments section. Thanks for coming through. He says, "Big up one panel and chat. Who y'all want versus Lomo in these next couple fights?" Well, I mean, I think the consensus is clear, man. We all want to see him fight Teofimo Lopez or Tank Davis and or Richard Cormier. Richard Cormier. That's a good matchup.
I just seen an article on it just to let you know, you know what I'm saying? Because I like to stay up to date with the current boxing news. Teofimo hopes to face Richard Comey in July, so he trying to get that fight after his fight next week.
That's
So
a
that's
good
gonna
look.
line him up. Yeah, that's gonna line him up to be the champion. You know what I'm saying? This is the fight he in with Edis Talite, 31-2, is for IBF title eliminator. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he get a shot at that IBF in July. Because Lomachenko got a hand injury. You know what I'm saying? He dislocated his knuckle Friday against Crowler, and they had to pop it back in place. So he might don't come back soon as we would like him to. He probably take
Mm.
Yeah, he probably take like 4 months off instead of like 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? Because he messed up his hand in the last fight. Bro had told me about that.
Well. Mac was saying because he said in the post-fight interview that he broke his hand, but Mac just updated me and said that he hasn't broken his hand. He's just bruised his knuckle, so he should
Right,
be all
right,
right.
right. Yeah, no, yeah, he dislocated it. But I mean, I think that even with that, you know what I'm saying, I wouldn't just come back right away. You know what I'm saying? Like, that might be a sign. And then, he got a spar and shit like that, hit the bag. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know though. But
Yeah,
I know Tiafimo is trying to he's trying to get a belt, bro. He's
yeah,
trying to get a
yeah,
belt.
yeah, yeah. I hear that, and I mean, also he knows that his time's limited, 135. You know, he knows that he's going to be moving up to 140. So he wants to try and get that Lomachenko fight as soon as possible. But at the same time, he wants to get a belt as well. So I hear that. Um, we also talked about Money Powell, the fourth. Did you catch that 503?
You goddamn right. He hit him with that Joe, with that smoking Joe. That
Yeah,
good
yeah,
foot.
yeah. Yeah, it's true, man. He did. In the sixth round, he eventually got him out there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But I felt though, I mean, how you feel? I felt that he was lacking a bit of confidence. Did you see did you see the same? Like I felt that he should have got the dude out of there a lot sooner. I just thought maybe he was lacking a bit of experience and confidence. What do you think?
I mean, shit. To be honest with you, man, I think Money Power was just trying to set him up. Um, I know that after that fifth round, he hit him after the bell blatantly in Money Power. I think that kind of pissed him off. He was like, oh, "Okay, I got something for you in this last round." And probably like 10, 15 seconds in the fight, man. You know, shit. As soon as the old boy dropped his guard, he came with that left hook, and that was murder she wrote. So,
Yeah,
um,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, man, I'm liking how they keeping Money Pile active, cause he just fought a couple of months ago on the Caleb Plant card. So yeah, they keeping him active. He fighting every other month. You know what I'm saying? So I like the way Al Heyman is fast tracking out his prospects, man. You know what
All
I'm
right.
saying?
So the other fight that I actually caught this one was Peter Quillen versus Caleb Truax. Now I caught this one myself. I'm gonna go in first, and then we'll see if the brothers have caught up on that. Uh, hold on, let me just get in the chat real quick. Stormy B man, hey Stormy B man, big up man. Thanks for coming through, man. We're just chopping up, talking that good boxing talk, just catching up on the weekend's boxing fights, and we're just freestyling it. We'll just see where we'll go with this. It says kind of, it says kind of OG get on with you brothers. I'll tell you what. Uh, I don't know how you do it. Do you know what? Technically, this is my second ever live. Uh, I did one and I got wrapped up, so I've been out the game. But to be honest with you, I'm not sure how you do the invite. I'll tell you what. Let me work on it behind the scenes. I'll try and see if I can jump you on. Seeing as legendary, he's probably busy. So as I was saying on this live stream thing, I only really want to get a maximum of 3 people on the panel because I want everybody to get what they want to say off their chest. I want to give everyone space and room to express themselves. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you have too many men on the panel, I like it, but I want everyone to get what they want to get out of there. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna try and get a link to you. I'll try and figure it out on the back end. But the other fight that we got coming up is Peter Quillen versus Caleb Truax. I actually caught this. This was ruled a no contest because as a result of a deep cut on Truax. So what happened is in the second round. Yeah, yeah. Drop your email in the chat, man. I'll see if I should be able to get you a link on to the thing. Yeah. So what happened is in the second round, there was a boxing incident. There was a clash of heads, and as a result, Caleb Truax had a deep gash on the just above his eyebrow or just below his eyebrow, and there was a lot of blood. And they tried to let the second fight go on, and then come the third round, the gash was just too deep. there was nothing that anyone could do. There was no point continuing the fight because blood just would have got everywhere and it just would have been real messy. So you know, yeah, they called that fight off. So there wasn't really much you could take out of the fight because the first round they were feeling each other out. Nothing really happened, and then that incident happened in the second, and it is what it is. So you know, I don't know what they're going to do with that, whether they're going to rematch that or whatnot. But we'll have to see. That was Peter Quillen and Caleb Truax. I don't know if any of you brothers caught that fight. I don't know if you caught that fight, but if you wanna go in on that, man, you can go in. And Hashman as well, Hashman boxing. If you're still in the chat, if you're still in the chat, drop your email in the chat. Drop your email in the chat so I can jump you in as well. Seeing as we got a bit of space, so if you want to jump in, Hashman, just drop your email in the chat so I can jump you in. Let me get Stormy. Give me 1 second, fellas. Let me get Stormy B, man, on this thing here. Yeah, just give me 1 second, family. Okay. Right. I think I just sent the link to Story B, man. So he should pop up on the stream as well, so we can get some opinions from the OG. We also had this weekend Jack Kalkay versus Derek Yanchenko. Me and Stay Ready. We were just briefly talking about that. I actually caught the fight. Mac didn't catch it, but I was just trying to give him the lowdown. I don't know if you caught that fight, 503. But it was a it was a real caveman fight. It was a real caveman fight. Did you catch that 503? He must be he probably busy just dealing with some with the family. But we also had let's see here, Jamie Munguia. Hold on. Let me get this right. We had Dennis Hogan, Jamie Munguia. I didn't actually catch this one myself. I was trying to flick between the channels and everything, and I didn't catch it. But and Mac didn't catch it as well. So I want to try and catch up on that. Apparently, Jamie Munguia, yeah, man. People were saying he got exposed and shit, man. You know, so we'll have to see. We'll have to see when I catch up with that. All right, let me Stormy B, let me know if you've got the link, because I'm not sure if this link is actually going out.
Yeah, my bad. One of them ones. My mom was talking to me. But
that's all good, man. I know you.
Yeah, you was talking about that Truax and Quillen fight, bro.
That's right. Yeah. That's I
didn't get a chance to watch that one, bro.
Oh,
but
okay.
I heard they had a head clash and they had to stop it.
That's right.
So nobody won, basically.
Yeah, they just need to run that fight back, man. You know, it's just a boxing incident. It happens, you know, and it is what it is. But how about the Jamie Munguia? Did you catch that fight?
Which one?
Jamie Munguia and Dennis Hogan. Yeah.
Nah, I ain't watch it. I ain't watched that one. I was watching the Fox and Showtime, because I don't have the zone no more.
Oh,
I don't have the zone, yeah. but I did hear that Dennis Hogan won that fight, and they gave a decision to Jaime Munguia.
Yeah, I mean, people were saying that Munguia got exposed. Wait, hold on, one second. 503. Have you got because I'm trying to add trying to add Stormy B onto the panel, but I don't think this thing's working for me. Have you got would you be able to add him to the group or send him a link? Or you're a bit tied up at the moment, you're a bit busy at the moment?
Yeah, I sent Legendary a link, but I don't know if he got it. I sent him a
Nah, he
text
talking about
message.
Stormy B, bro.
Oh,
Yes,
I
Stormy.
don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it with
here
the phone.
I got Stormy. I got Stormy. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, appreciate that, Mac, man. Because I'm still new to this. Actually, I'm not used to actually live streaming myself. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, 503. People are saying that Munguia got exposed and shit, man. I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna have to see that fight. I'm gonna have to watch that.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna definitely check it out, bro. But from what from the clips I seen, man, you know, they were showing Dennis Hogan giving Jaime Munguia that work. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
But you know,
yeah,
Jaime Munguia, I like Jaime Munguia myself, man. But you know, everybody calling him sweet, man. You know what I'm saying? I got Jerry Hurd saying he gonna be undisputed this year. So I don't know, man. He feeling himself, man. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So it's looking. I got to do a video about that, bro. I haven't had a chance to do it today, but I got to do a video. I got to do a video about 154, man, because Jared Hurd calling Jaime Munguia out. You know, he's saying that Jaime Munguia got robbed as well. You
Oh,
know,
that okay, all right. So it's kind of controversial then, because some people are saying that Munguia got exposed, but Jerry Hurd saying that Munguia got robbed. Man, I'm gonna have to watch that fight. I'm gonna have to watch that fight.
yeah, yeah, man. I'm just chilling right now at the park with my kids, but you gotta yeah, you gonna have to check it out, bro.
Yeah, I'm
Go
my
go.
bad. I was
Yeah,
sitting over here with my auntie, man.
yeah. I mean, I'm a wait for Stormy to get on, get his
Yeah, I sent Stormy the link though.
he should
Oh,
be in.
you haven't heard what Earl said about your boy Crawford. You haven't
Oh
seen it?
shit! What's happened now? What's happened now?
I'm not scared of no dude from Nebraska. Say
Well,
503 that shit had me crying yesterday.
uh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was funny, man. Yeah. It's just good
was
to
was
see,
it
man.
was it in an interview or did he say this on?
Nah, it was on his live stream. No interview, bro. See, that's what I'm saying, bro. We see the gyms and shit like the game, man. See, Earl know the game, man. He know, bro. Motherfuckers want to see that fight, man. So he come on his live stream yesterday, and motherfuckers get to ask him about Crawford. He telling niggas like, I ain't scared of no nigga from Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying
Yeah,
he'll make the fight.
yeah. I mean, I don't think Spence is scared. Like, as in, he's scared for his life. Nah, man. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine Spence being scared. Like, he's scared to actually get in the ring. Nah, nah. But these brothers just need to fight, man. I mean, I believe the fight will happen. I guess we just got to be a bit patient, um, because this is just the nature of boxing. Unlike other sports, these things take time. I guess we're just gonna have to catch it when it happens. It's one of them, as we say in London. Um, but yeah, man, Spence and Crawford. It's most definitely a hardcore boxing fan super fight. But I don't think it's an actual super fight because, like, nobody knows Crawford in the UK. Nobody knows Crawford, and nobody knows Spence in the UK either. As for America and the United States, that's a little bit difficult for me to comment on because I'm not an American. Of course, Spence is well known in Texas. A lot of people turned out for Spence in Texas. Man, them Texas boys showed out for Spence. He did some good numbers. And in Nebraska, Crawford is known in Nebraska.
I'm gonna just say this: what Crawford do in Nebraska, we tripling that down here.
Yeah,
I'm just say that.
yeah, that's
You know what I'm
true,
saying?
man. That I'm not going to dispute that. That's true. Hold
You
on,
know what
let
I'm
me
saying?
see if. Hey, where's the link sent? My Gmail or Hangouts? I was checking both, but nothing. Matt, where was the link sent for Stormy B? Did you send it on the Hangouts? Let me hold on. Let me see if I can let me see if I can because I've got the facility to do it, but for some reason it's just not letting me. Hey, Stormy B, check your Hangouts. Check your Hangouts. Oh, my man Beats. All right, I've got to jump my man Beats on here, man. Hold on, one second, family. Let me just try and sort this situation out. I got to jump Beats on. How can I get Beats on there again? How can I get Beats on? All right, I'll tell you what. Beats, check your group. I'll drop the link in there.
Yeah, I mean, if you on a Google Hangout, you in the studio, all you should do is just where they got the microphone that they got the little invite, and
Yep.
you just type his email in. You can send it to him like that.
Yeah, I know. That's what I've been doing, but for some reason, the for some reason it's not letting me send it. It's not letting me invite. I don't know why it's not letting me invite, but it's all good, man. I'll figure this thing out, man. I'll figure it out. It's all good. But let me try and jump in. Just give me a second. Let me try and jump my man Beats in on this hangout real quick. How can I get? All right, hold on. We can shut this up.
Is that you talking about Stormy?
Yeah. He
I sent him the link. Like all you gotta do is click that link and it'll come straight in.
was it on the
I sent it to him on Hangout. Tell him go to his messenger on Hangout.
Okay. All right, hold on one second, family. Just bear with me. I got it here. Okay. All right. So yeah, Beach, check your message. I just dropped it in a message on your Hangouts one. Check that. You should have the link there. Okay, yeah. As I was saying, thanks for everyone for coming through, man. I appreciate your commentary and all of that. And as I say, I want to keep the numbers down because I want everyone to get their opinions out. I've sent the link out now, so yeah, you should Beats and Stormy B might jump in. So Beats is from the UK, just so you know, he's from the UK as well. Very, very knowledgeable brother, man. Also a historian as well, knows about boxing history, man. I like his commentary as well. So he might jump in if he gets the link. But also this weekend we had just give me a second. We had who did we have? You know what? I think we covered everything this week. Clarissa Shields, Hogan, and Munguia, Peter Quillen, Derevyanchenko. We went through all of that. Krola Lomachenko, Karpensky, and Gilberto Sanchez. I mean, I caught a little bit of that. Don't really.
No, I'm gonna stay here.
Okay, so next weekend we have a lot. If you thought this weekend was big for fights, next weekend, we got a treat, man, a real treat. We got Teofimo Lopez in action. We've got Conor Ben, the Destroyer. We got Derek Chisora. He's back again. Terence Crawford. against Amir Khan.
And I'm not cold natured anymore. When I got Steve, everything changed.
Who else is there?
You do take on the characteristics.
Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson. He's fighting next weekend. Danny Garcia is in action next weekend. So there's a lot of fights going down next weekend, man. There's a lot of fights going down. So we got a real treat next weekend. A lot of boxing going on there. Teofimo Lopez, starting with him, he's going to be fighting a guy called Edis Tatley. Now, I've never heard of Edis Tatley. I've never heard of him. He's from Finland, and he's a Finnish fighter. He's got a very domestic record. This is going to be his second international fight. He's got a record of 31-2. So I don't know much about this guy. I don't know much about this guy. But Teofimo Lopez, this is a bit of a step-up fight for him. He's 31-2. So we'll see how he does. And I like the rate that he's taking fights as well. Teofimo Lopez. I mean, he just fought Diego Magdaleno in February. Prior to that, he fought in December. Prior to that, he fought in July. So he's out there. He's out there. Oh, another fight that we had this weekend that I wanted to touch on was Lil B Hop. Lil B Hop was in action this weekend. And
he's not supposed to have over long. You can only be in there for so long.
Wait, hold on. Hey, Matt, go on mute 1 sec, Matt. Go on mute real quick. Yeah, I don't think he realized he's all right. I just.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's cool, man. I thought you didn't realize. But that's all good. With the other fight that I forgot to call out this weekend that we had was Lil B Hop. Lil B Hop was out there this weekend. Put the work in. Got the W. It was a good fight, man. I was impressed with him. What was his second round TKO? Second round TKO, Lil B Hop. Did what he was supposed to do, I guess. I'm ready to see him step up. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence as to whether he's ready right now because he's still in that phase. Okay, I'll drop it on your video beats. I'm not too sure about him, so we'll have to see. But I did like his performance. I like Lil B Hop, man. There's a lot of talent coming out of New York. Teofimo Lopez, Lil B Hop. They're good talents. Good up and coming prospects and talents that are coming through the rankings. Lil B Hop right now is 11-0 with 4 knockouts. Good performance. Did any of you boys catch that fight with Lil B Hop and Mario Briones? Let me just, I'm going to send Beats a link, see if I can jump him on the...
You said Lil B Hop?
Yeah. Chris Colbert.
Yeah.
He did you catch the fight this weekend? You catch the fight this weekend, 503? He just dropped off. He must be busy. All right, I've just dropped it on your thing, Beats. So jump in if you get that. But as I say, Chris Colbert, good win. Somewhat of a step up fight. against Briones. So we'll see where he goes from here. He also fights in the lightweight division of 135. So you know, I'm gonna pay a close eye on how he develops. Now, who else did we have this weekend? Sorry, what we was looking at next weekend. Just give me 1 sec. Let me see if I can yeah, Beach, check your video, bro. Should have the link there. Just looking at the schedule for next week just to see what we got coming up. Why does this thing keep going off? All right. Okay, yeah. So I mentioned Conor Ben. Conor Ben's in action next weekend. Yeah, you know, I'm not really. He's a name at the moment. I mean, he's Conor Ben fighting. His opponent's unannounced at the moment, but he's going to be fighting at the O2 Arena. Yeah, well, you know, Conor Ben in it. Derek Chisora, man, after that devastating knockout, he's got back in the ring. He's going to be fighting Sinad Gashi at the O2 Arena next weekend. Derek Chisora, and of course you got Carnan Crawford. Shakur Stevenson, he's fighting Chris Diaz. This is on the undercard. And then we've got Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, he's back after his loss against Sean Porter. He's fighting Adrian Granados. So we'll have to see what happens there. All right, let me just see if I sent the. I don't know if it's just me. Okay, no, yeah, I have sent it. Yeah, I've sent these links out, man. I'm not too sure what's happening, but we'll see anyway. So yes, we got Adrian. Yeah, so Danny Garcia, he's fighting Adrian Granados. Who else is that? Yeah, that's pretty much it. The week after that is FA Ajabba, and then you've got that World Boxing Super Series card. Zolani Tete. You've got Regis Prograis as well. Daniel Dubois, Canelo. Oh, sorry, Canelo's the week after. Yeah, the week after. So Canelo's fighting first week of May. Fabio Wardley as well. He's fighting the week. We got to put it this way: the schedule for boxing coming up is live. It's live. We got a lot of fights coming up. So there's a lot to look out for. All right, let's. Let me just see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I was just checking the schedule to see who else was fighting. So So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think we covered all of the fights. Let's see. Oh, that's next weekend. I was gonna say, I thought I missed this one. There's Sam Eggington and Liam Smith, but that's in a couple of weeks. But
That's gone already, man. That fight's gone already.
oh, is it? Oh yeah, it has. Oh, Beats, there you are. Yeah, that's gone already. Yeah, I'm looking at this back to front. But what do you think? Did you see the Clarissa Shields fight?
I saw some of it. I actually done pretty well. I predicted her to win. I did predict her to win.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know much about Hammer, so I kind of stayed away from that whole prediction thing.
Well, I saw Hammer fight previously, and see, she's very, like, what I saw, she had a very European style where it's just jab, like old European, and like there's no dimension there. She didn't really have that kind of arsenal. It seemed pretty one pace. So I predicted Shields to win, and she did it. Was it on points?
Yeah, she won it on points. Yeah. It went the distance. Yeah, I mean, good. Good. Yeah, she done well. To be honest with you, I was quite skeptical of Clarissa Shields. I just felt that she had some holes in her game, some things I didn't like, but she looked good. She looked good, man. I can't complain. She did what she was supposed to do. You know what I mean? And then did you catch the Peter Quillen and Caleb Truax?
No, I missed that one. I think I was sleeping by that time.
Yeah.
I was out by then.
Yeah, I had to wake up and watch that one, man. I couldn't watch it all the way through.
Yeah.
Was
no contest or no decision?
Yeah, it was a no contest. There was a clash of heads, and yeah, they just had to rule it off because there would have been too much blood, flying around. So they just ruled it a no contest. Then you had Jack Cole K and Derevianchenko. I caught that one.
Yeah, I hear that one was a bit wild.
It was, bro. It was a bit of a caveman fight. Yeah. If I'm honest with you, I wasn't expecting that. But yeah, it just all sense of reality and training and skill set went out the window, and yeah, it was just a cave. Them men were just swinging at each other.
Yeah. After talking about and low place, it seems like they're going in, man. They're going in.
Them man there, man. They always. I don't know about that guy. I like him, but yeah, his video titles are just hilarious.
Oh, who was that? Low place?
Yeah. He's, he could be talking. He could have a title in there: Jack Cole K versus Derevianchenko, and somehow it's Terence Crawford's fault. But he's all good, man. He's all good. Who else was there? Oh yeah, Crowler, Lomachenko. That was a mismatch, wasn't it? That was just madness.
Yeah, but looked good though. He looked good though, didn't he?
He did, man. He did. Lomachenko did what he was supposed to do. He looked good. He looked good, man. I can't lie. He looked good, man. He hurt his hand though.
Yeah, he broke up his hand, man.
But I think Matt was saying Teofimo Lopez is looking to get the fight with what's his name, Richard Cormier.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, I don't know what Loma's going to do, but he'll probably try and pursue the fight with Luke Campbell, wouldn't he, to get that other belt or something.
Oh yeah, I think Loma's going to come over to the UK and like just do his pay-per-view against Luke Campbell. Why not get the money? If no one else wants to go in the ring, that's what he's going to do. That's what he's going to have. You know, get the money, man. You know, it's
Yep.
a shame the other guys won't get in the ring and mix it up, man. But they're winning, man. Tank don't want it. I mean, Tank, I don't think Tank. You can say the management of politics, but he doesn't want it. Mikey doesn't seem too enthusiastic, so he's all on his own. He's all on his own, man.
Well, Matt raised a pretty interesting point where he said that, you know, Mayweather sold that whole black Mexican thing, and you know, maybe Mayweather is kind of trying to push Tank down that same black Mexican road as opposed to you know, fighting Lomachenko. I don't know, but you know, maybe he's trying to push him in that direction to wring money out of him, out of Tank.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
We'll have to see what he does with him, man. You know, but I mean, he's 24, and people keep saying he's young, but 24 is quite a mature age for a junior like me.
Yeah, yeah, and he's very inactive as well, man. He's really inactive.
Very inactive, extremely inactive. But they need to pick up the pace a bit, man. From what I'm seeing.
But let me ask, Mac, if you're there, what do you think of that fight between Lomachenko and Luke Campbell? If you're there, let us know what you think of that, because I think Lomachenko's not going to have too much of a problem with Luke Campbell. To be honest with you, I don't think many people can test Lomachenko at 135. Well, apart from Tank, possibly Teofimo Lopez and Richard Cormier.
Who are you asking? Is he still there? You're...
Oh yeah, he must be busy. He must be busy. But I was just commenting that I don't think there's too many people that can really challenge Lomachenko at 130 or 135, apart from Lopez, possibly Tank, and possibly Richard Comey.
He's cleared it out. He's cleared it out, man. He's cleared them all out. They're all run out of town. Maybe Richard Comey can come do something. But you know, if he beats Comey, who else is gonna be ready to go there and take it on?
Yeah, it's true, man. I mean, I don't see the Mikey Garcia fight being. I don't see that happening, as Mikey's looking to stay at 140.
See, Comey, I mean, because he's got the Ghanaian blood, man, he'll go for it. And
yeah.
They're not going to get into all the politics. He's just going to say, okay, this is my chance to get on the world scene myself now.
Yeah.
He's not gonna, see, they're all looking at Lomachenko like he's their god, but I don't think he's going to do that. You know what I mean? He's going to get in there. You know, he's got good reach.
Yeah.
Size. Yeah. You know, he can bang pretty well. If he can just polish up the boxing a little, you never know, man. You never know.
You never know, man. You never know, man. Yeah, I agree. It's
good power. He's got good power. Very good power.
And the thing that I like about Comey is he'll bring the. That's what you need with someone like Lomachenko. You need someone that's going to bring the fight to him. Like Salido, man. Salido brought it to him. He roughed him up, brought it to him. Yeah. You know, he didn't give him the opportunity to do all those angles and all of that. He brought it to him.
Mm-hmm.
And correct. I think Comey could do that. Because if you give Lomachenko space to do what he wants, he's just going to run circles around you.
Oh yeah. No doubt about that.
That's exactly what Crowler did. Crowler was never in that fight. The moment the bell rung, he just sat there in the high guard.
I don't know what happened to Crowler, man. Like he was mandated for the fight. He shouldn't probably have got the shot. In hindsight, I don't think no one predicted him to do much, but he was just out of his depth. Sometimes this happens though. You put a mandatory up and he's just out of his depth. And just Crowler, man. He just looked. Yeah. He didn't even look like good domestic level.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah, he didn't even look good domestic level. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if Luke can do any better.
Hmm. I think he should be more. I think Luke will be more competitive, but
Well, he's a gold medalist at least, so he's got a little kind of pedigree there, you know.
yeah,
Gold medalist, and he's never been stopped. He's got quite a good chin. He has been down, but you know he got. I think Mendes had him down, and Mendy. I think Mendy had him down too.
yeah,
He's been down a couple of times, but he's got back up and fought. And he eventually lost to Mendy, and he gave Linares a decent scrap.
yeah. He did. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he goes the distance with Loma. It'd be hard to see that, but I think he could start pretty well. You know, and give him a go for a couple of rounds, and then when Lomachenko gets into it, it'll be probably just too much for him. You know.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's kind of the king of that division. Well, unofficially, I guess he's kind of running. He's got everyone kind of running around in circles at the moment.
Yeah. You see all the memes they're doing on Tank.
Oh, I haven't, but I can imagine.
Yeah, quite brutal, man. Doing some brutal memes on the guy. Yeah. I mean, like, Lomachenko, I can't remember what they were. Like, Lomachenko had him in a corner, he was squirming in the corner.
But Lopez is calling him out, though, man. Lopez wants Lomachenko, man. He's not ramping. Teofimo, he wants him, man. And saying that, Lomachenko's been kind of quiet on that Lopez front.
Yeah, but what's this Lopez did?
Oh, he's up and coming. To be fair, he is up and coming. He's real slick, really slick. Looks good. He's unproven. Looks real good, but he hasn't fought nobody. He hasn't fought no one. But he says that there's 3 ways to defeat Lomachenko, and he knows how to defeat him. So he's been calling him out. But
I see his dad talking for him, but his dad can't go in the ring and fight. You know what I mean? Dad can't go in the ring and fight for him. So he's up against it, man. He can't beat Lomachenko, yeah? He can't beat Lomachenko. Got no chance of beating Lomachenko.
I don't know, man. It's one of them things because I've not seen him. I've not seen him in there with another. I've only seen him beat up cab drivers. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah, that's right. That's right. He's not ready for Lomachenko yet. That's a specialist position. You know what I mean? To be ready for Loma. You know what I mean? He's not ready for that. He ain't ready for that. He can do all the talk he wants. He's not ready. He knows he's not ready.
But hey, man, if he's calling for the smoke and he wants to fight, man, I say put him in there. And if he can shine, then let him shine. But personally, as you say, I just think you need someone with a high ring IQ and experience to deal with Lomachenko. His footwork, his Cobra-like jab. He puts that jab out there and he's swinging that jab around. Yeah.
Tank has the power to knock him out, though, but it's getting the power there. Tank can knock it out anyone in them weight classes there. But it's getting the delivery. You got to get the delivery to the target. That's the big problem, That's the big problem.
Yeah, for sure. I favor Tank. I favor Lomachenko in that again. I'm just looking at the experience, the ring IQ. I just think Lomachenko's got slightly better ring IQ. Experience over Tank. But Tank can get the knockout, and Tank's pace as well. He fights at a slower pace.
You need to slow the pace up on Lomachenko as well. You need to make him. You need to slow his pace up. Stiff jab, body shots. You need to slow Lomachenko's pace up. Like once he gets in a rhythm, then it's going to be very difficult. You know.
Yeah, but you could argue that Rigo tried to do that, and you know what happened there.
Yeah. See, like Tank is just on flipping breakups with his girl and this, that. That's I'm just on Twitter now. I mean, and yeah, I broke up with my girl. That's see, when you're a boxer, you need. I shouldn't be hearing about. I need to hear stability, training, and
Yeah,
stuff like I mean. Like,
Hey, I'm back, man. My bad.
that's all good, man. That's all good, man. I know you had
Uh,
things to do and all that. We were just talking about Tank Davis, his discipline outside the ring, and
oh, it's all good. That's all. And, when I was chopping it up with her, I thought I was on mute.
that's all
And
good,
then
man.
my phone, and then my phone died on top of all that.
One thing after the other. That's all good, man. I just got my man Beats. You know, what I mean? That's my spar in the UK. This is Max. Stay ready from Texas, man.
What's
Yeah,
going on, Boxing Beats? I think I've seen your channel before, man. I actually think I follow you.
okay, that's all good. How you doing, bro?
Man, slow boogie, man. Slow boogie. Just trying to shake
If
the pot and pull a dollar out.
yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
yeah,
If they put Tank in with Lomachenko, it'd be a war, though. It would be an absolute war.
You
yeah.
said who?
It'd be a war.
And Lomachenko.
Because Tank knows how to do the jab to the body. Like, look, see, Corner and them guys, they don't know nothing. They don't know none of that stuff there. You know, they don't know about no check hooks and shit like that. And
Yeah,
Thank you,
yeah.
Boxing Beats. Thank you.
you
Thank
know,
you.
but they've got, but what it is, yeah, they should have like about 4 fights for Tank to get him ready. But he's too inactive. About 4.
I don't.
Yeah.
That's my only issue is that he's inactive, but that's because of his handlers, man. I don't think Tank ducked nobody. I think if Tank was his own promotional company or if he was with AB, that his career and process would be in a whole nother stratosphere.
Hey, what? But AB though, AB, Adrian Broner, bro.
Agent Bruno, the promoter, is a motherfucker.
Yeah.
What? Look what he's doing with Robert Easter's career.
Well, he's not really. Is he promoting or he's got a stable of fighters there? Yeah, you can. Yeah.
He does. Look, you gotta look. He's put Robert Easter in the position to make money.
Yeah.
He keeps Robert Easter active. He got Robert Easter belt. Put him in there with Mikey. Wasn't scared to put him in there with Mikey.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good point.
That is true. And
Yeah.
Richard Comey.
Yeah, yeah. Richard Comey. Yeah.
And the Russian kid who was trained by Abe Sanchez. What's his name again? Shafikov. Yeah,
Yeah, Shafikov. Yeah.
I tell you what, man. Like, Robert Easter's been in way tougher than Tank. He's been in way tougher than Mikey.
Yeah, yeah, he has. He has. Yeah, yeah, I just had to think about that for a second. He has, you know. Yeah, yeah.
Been way tougher than Tank, man.
Yeah.
That is true. He is battle hardened. I have to give him credit for that. With Easter, he's took some hard fights, very hard fights. The fight with Richard Comey was bloody savage, man.
Yeah, I mean, I had Comey winning that. To be honest with you, that's just my opinion. I thought Comey had that.
I give Easter credit for getting that knockdown late, man. And that knockdown, you know.
Yeah.
Good fight, though, man. That's what it's all about. That's some serious box. See, Tank needs to go for. If Tank is going to beat Lomachenko, he needs to be tested by rivals like that.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
Unless he's one of them guys who could just come in cold and beat, real elite opposition, then we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Yeah, exactly. This is it. We have to see. Same sort of thing with Teofimo Lopez. Like, if he's going to be one of these guys that's just going to jump in at the deep end and take out Lomachenko, then fair play to him. But I don't know, man.
Hey, let me say this. I think Tank knocks out Lomachenko, and I also think Teofimo knocks out Lomachenko. But yeah, don't listen to me when me saying this. I'm not taking away from Loma's skill one bit. I'm not. I'm looking at Lomachenko's weakness. Lomachenko don't have defense. When Lomachenko is doing all that fancy ass jumping around and going angles side to side, he leaves himself wide open. When you got good trainers behind you that peeps that and tells you what to do, like a Jorge Linares, you can't tell me Jorge Linares is in the stratosphere with Tank or Teofimo Lopez. But for somebody to sidestep and throw a left straight, a left cross, and drop you, and the only reason he didn't capitalize on it was because he was shot, let that be Tank or Teofimo Lopez.
Yeah, Tank, as Beats was saying, Tank is, yeah, I could
I'm
see that. Like if
I'm
Tank got, if he got Lomachenko in that same position that Linares got him in,
yeah.
it would have been a wrap.
That's all I'm saying. I'm looking at the weakness, not so much as what he does great, because we can look at every fight and say Lomo's great and does this great, but what is he? What is But we don't ever talk about Lomo's weakness. We don't ever.
Yeah, his face got painted against Mariaga. His defense is,
His
yeah,
face got painted against Pendraza.
Pedraza.
Somebody
Yeah,
Tank knocked out.
yeah. But I mean, in the end, this kind of conversation could go on forever. It's all, it's you
It's
know,
speculation, but it's something that we have to look at, and we can't keep saying Lomachenko is Superman because he's not. I'm not a Lomachenko hater, but I'm not gonna sit here and just say he's just the best thing smoking. He's not the best thing since sliced bread.
Yeah, but
yeah.
if what you're saying is true though, then why don't Tank and Mikey go in there and see what it's like? You know,
And
why
see,
not?
this is and this goes back to what I was saying earlier on the live stream. It's not Tank. I think Tank is not scared of nobody and will fight anybody. But his handlers are putting up that damn black versus Mexican narrative. If you notice, everybody that Tank fight is Mexican. Everybody that Tank fight is Mexican because they want Tank to keep fighting Mexicans to keep putting up that black versus Mexican narrative in boxing because they think that is the end all be all and what makes money in boxing, but it's not. Fighting the best is what is the sport of boxing. That's what makes the money. No, just because at the end of Floyd Mayweather's career, that's what made him his money is what is going to be the same for Tank.
Yeah, I mean, he
So
fought Sanchez, Pedraza, Fonseca, um, Ruiz. Yeah, yeah. A lot of Mexicans. Yeah, I mean,
but that's Floyd Mayweather and Leonard Ellaby. They don't want to put Tank in there with nobody else, and they keep him inactive. If Tank started opening his goddamn mouth, then he might actually start getting some of these fights. Because I guarantee you, if Tank opened his mouth, he might can get that Lomo fight. That would be a big fight. That would be a major fight. That's a pay-per-view fight.
Look. Floyd said, "I'm going to put him in there with Long."
yeah,
Huh?
he said,
And
you remember?
Tank got mad.
Yeah, do you remember? Because Floyd and Tank had a little bit of beef, and then Floyd said, "If you don't behave yourself, I'm gonna put you in there with Lomachenko." Do you remember that? That was when
That's
Tank
what he
was.
should have did. I would have loved to see that. Yeah, put him in there with Lomachenko.
Yeah.
Floyd just running his mouth trying to make Tank look bad. This is your fighter. You the one making him look bad. Why would you do that? Put him in there with Lomachenko. I think he knocks Lomachenko out. I honestly do.
I can't see it. I don't see him looking Lomachenko.
The reason people losing to Lomachenko right now is the same reason people lost to Mike Tyson. They were scared of him.
Yeah,
Let's keep it 100.
he was also very extremely quick, Mike, and he hit very hard.
When you lose the
Yeah.
mental game before y'all even make the fight, you done lost the fight already.
They weren't all scared, man. Like they weren't all scared. Some were scared. A lot of them were, but Mike was good.
Holyfield, but then again, Holyfield beat him, didn't he?
Yeah.
Holyfield wasn't scared of Tyson ever.
Yeah. He wasn't, but Holyfield beat him, didn't he? So,
Yep.
I guess Buster Douglas, that was just
Razor Ruddock was scared, and he got knocked out and beat
He got knocked out the first time. What about that second fight?
Yeah, well, Mike won. Mike won the second fight.
Barely. Go back and watch it.
Nah, he
That
won
second,
a unanimous decision. It was a very tough fight, though.
bro. After that fight, Mike Tyson was not the same.
Yeah, but what you have to realize is that Holyfield didn't want to fight Radakiva, neither did Foreman.
Nobody wanted to fight Razor Ruddock because Razor Ruddock is a monster.
Yeah.
Razor Ruddock is a motherfucking monster. And Tyson didn't want to fight him either. But
Yes.
when they got in there, it took a lot out of Tyson to fight Razor Ruddock. If you go back, go watch Tyson's fights before and after Razor Ruddock and see a major difference. Razor Ruddock took so much out of Tyson after that fight.
Mike wanted to fight him, man. Mike wanted to after the Douglas fight, he wanted to test himself for sure.
Mike didn't even want to fight Evander Holyfield. Come on, man. Go back and look at them stories. Evander Holyfield went and put a article in the newspaper calling out Tyson, and Tyson didn't want to fight him.
Hey, one second. AOBZ in the chat, he says, what's good, panel? Lomo washes Lopez too soon for him. He thinks Lopez is too soon for Lomachenko. Then he says, I think Tank don't want it. He's happy earning millions against easy opponents.
Is he earning millions?
I think he's a millionaire. I don't think he's earning millions, but I think he is a millionaire. Because Clarissa Shield, she made a comment talking about, if Tank can make a million with one fight per year, I should make millions with 3 or 4 fights a year.
Oh yeah, she said that, didn't she?
Yeah, she said that. So I don't know whether he's, just off of that statement, I'm assuming he's a millionaire or whatnot. But
yeah. He's probably making a good dough.
But he's Lopez is Mac. Do you know much about this guy that Lopez is fighting next week? He's Edis Tatley. He's
he's fighting for the IBF Eliminator.
Right, yeah. So he's Finnish, right? He's from Finland.
Yeah.
Domestic fighter from Finland. Is he any good? Do you know much about him?
I don't know nothing about him.
Okay, well, yeah, he's from Finland. He's got a Finnish record. He's had a fight in Russia, and this is going to be his second international fight. So,
Garcia versus Granados is on ITV4.
Yeah. Oh, that's on ITV4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it is. Yeah. My TiVo, it's saying up and coming recording for the WBC welterweight silver belt, and that'd be Mikey, not Mikey, Danny.
Danny, yeah.
It's Danny and Granados, yeah.
That should be a good fight. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick Granados, man. To get a victory.
Yeah, Granados, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, I'm just watching that. Man. I hate scoring fights and stuff like that. I just prefer to enjoy myself watching a fight. I don't know, man. I'm kind of on the fence on this one. I don't, because I don't know where Danny's mind's at. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
Saying, fight, man. Very good fight.
Yeah, that's a good fight. And then also you got Conor Ben's fighting next week. You got any interest in that, Beats? Are you interested in him?
That's on the Lucas Brown Dave Allen card, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all right. He's fighting nobody, though.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't really like him. To be honest, I mean, I'll watch him fight, but I'm not really, not too high on him. I mean, Matt, you heard of Conor Ben, right?
Yeah, I heard of him.
Yeah, I mean,
that's just no major. There ain't nobody I'm just looking forward to fighting all the time.
Yeah.
But I do be watching a lot of prospects coming up.
So what do you think? Have you seen you seen Boatsy, right?
Yeah, I've seen Boatsy plenty of times.
Okay. There's whilst we're on the subject of prospects, there's a guy that Dylan White manages called Richard Riakporhe. I don't know if you've heard of him, but he's I think he's either cruiserweight or a heavyweight.
Cruiser.
He's a cruiserweight. You know, he's coming out of South London. You know, uh, he looks all right. You know, looks all right. So that might be another one from the UK on the UK side of the game that you might want to look out for.
He's got the power. He's got good power. But he's got a
That
chance.
will be.
He's got power. Yeah, yeah.
But not much else really. He's a bit more.
He's a lamppost fighter, Beats, man. I call them lamppost fighters. You know them man there that's like this bolt upright. I don't know what it is, man. It's such a UK thing as well, man. It's just that sort of upright posture, almost like them old school 18th century fighters. Upright, bolt upright, back straight, no head movement. Just
Yeah,
come.
That's a classic fundamental fighter.
Yeah, yeah,
basically he could just come and throw up a fight. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Needs a lot of coaching. A lot of coaching for
Yeah, yeah. That's my position as well. That's my position.
good power. It's a good power.
I mean, if you see the size of his arms, see the size of his arms, man.
Yeah, he's in great shape. Excellent shape.
Shakur Stevenson is out next weekend as well. He's fighting Chris Diaz.
I think that's gonna be that's gonna be the best fight on that card.
Yeah.
I promise you, you won't be disappointed in that fight. That's gonna be the most impactful fight on that card.
Yeah, that looks like a good
Teofimo
matchup.
gonna get a quick knockout against the bum he's fighting.
Yeah, that domestic guy. Yeah, Finnish guy, whoever he is.
And I'm not taking nothing away from Khan. I think if this fight goes to decision, Khan wins. But I think he's gonna get knocked out.
You think Khan's gonna?
Man, look at Khan's skill level. If this fight goes to decision, Khan will win this fight.
I don't know, man. Crawford finds a way, man.
Bro, take away your Crawford bias. Look at their skill levels. I'm not saying Khan is gonna win this fight. I'm saying if it goes to decision, that's strictly decision. If it goes to decision, Khan wins this fight. Now, me personally, I think Khan is gonna get knocked out by the 8th or 9th round.
Yeah, I think Khan's going to get knocked out within eight rounds. But if it goes to decision, I don't. No, I'm going Crawford. I'm going Crawford.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I cannot, and this is boxing fans being a boxing fan. I'm not gonna diminish Khan's skill level because Khan is a skillful boxer.
But
very skillful.
I hear what you're saying, but did you see his last fight?
Yeah, he fought Michael Zafar.
And he got dropped.
Not Michael Zafar. He fought Samuel Vargas.
Vargas.
Yeah, he got dropped twice.
Yep, and he didn't look.
Hold on, but here's the thing: he got dropped twice, but his skill level still won him that fight because of his skill level, his boxing skill level. Whether he got dropped or not, he outboxed Samuel Vargas all 12 rounds. That's the difference. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking at actual skills of them standing up and fighting. His skill level can dictate that pace of that fight to where he can win that fight if it goes to decision.
I don't think he won the fight against Vargas. I don't think he won.
I do. I'm not going to take away them drops. I'm talking about the actual fight. I think he won.
I watched the fight. I watched the whole of it. I don't think he won.
Me too.
I think the fight was about a draw.
Yeah, I think he won that fight.
He didn't do anything. He didn't do anything, man. It was just his name. His name.
No, I'm not just saying it. I really honestly think he won that fight. I watched that fight. Over here in the States, it was a daytime fight.
And Vargas is who? Vargas is a journeyman.
But Mac, I hear what you're saying though. I'm not going to take that away from Khan as well. Khan does have some skills. He's got the fast hands. He is a very skillful fighter. He was outboxing Canelo before his chin let him down. But saying that, the way Canelo struck him, I think Canelo probably would have knocked out a lot of guys with that shot. In fairness, but I just think there's levels to this, man. And Crawford, you see, the thing about Crawford as well is Crawford adjusts mid-fight. He's very good at adjusting, and Crawford can also box as well. He's a very dynamic fighter. He could box on the inside, the outside, southpaw, orthodox, whatever. And I just don't see Amir Khan unraveling Crawford. But I hear what you're saying though. Like Khan is not basically he's not a bum. I wouldn't say Khan is a bum. He's very skillful, but and I know I'm probably biased as well, but I don't even with Crawford's Khan's skills, I just don't see Khan outboxing Crawford. I see him giving him a very good fight. It could be, Khan might look good for the first 3-4 rounds. Like he might look really good.
Before Crawford knocked out Jose Benavidez, would you say that was a close fight?
No,
I would.
No, but in my opinion, Crawford
was winning the fight, but it was a close fight.
I didn't have it close.
I didn't. I what I saw was Crawford was he took his time.
I'm not saying. Listen to me. I'm not saying Crawford was losing that fight. I said, was it a close fight?
No, I didn't have it. I didn't have it.
It was close. It was competitive and it was close at times. It was close at times.
But it wasn't no runaway home run. Crawford just automatically just win that fight.
Oh no, yeah, it wasn't a bum fight.
That's what I'm saying. It was a close fight. That was a great fight. Fighting Khan, who's faster, way faster than Jose Benavidez, who's he ain't no slouch with the power.
But he's also slowing down though, man.
He is slowing down, but he still got some nice hand speed, and he still can touch you up.
Okay, well, we'll see, man. We'll see whether Khan's gonna show up on the day.
I think he'll show up. I think he's gonna get knocked out, but I think he's gonna show up.
Yeah, he's not gonna show up to get laid down. Like he will put up a fight, but we're going to see.
That never was gonna happen in my eyes. But he just don't. Crawford can't let this go to decision. Don't put this in the judge's hands.
AOBZ says his arms are bigger than Dylan White. Oh, okay, he's talking about Riakporhe. He says, basically AOBZ disagrees as well. He says, nah, man, Khan's
ain't nobody gonna agree with me, but when that fight happens and they start watching that fight, they're gonna be like, damn, he was right. Mac was right. Yeah, I'm not gonna diminish somebody's skill level because I know what they can do. He just got a weak ass chin. That's the only problem with Khan. Take away Khan's weak ass chin, and what fight does he lose?
Loads. He lost to Chris Algieri, in my opinion. Lamont Peterson beat out for him. Well, you think?
Hell no.
You think Lamont Peterson could fight well as well as Crawford?
Huh?
You think Lamont can fight well as Crawford?
Lamont. You said Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson. Do you think?
Madonna made it close. Listen, man, Terrence Crawford's gonna beat that boy up, man. Listen, I know Khan's career, man. Willie Lemon was giving him trouble in Florida early in his career. Michael Gomez floored it. He's been floored by domestic opposition for years.
Yeah. Oh, flipping up. You're taking it back now, Beats. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I remember them fights,
Listen, Julio Diaz fight was close.
Yeah.
And he floored him.
But I hear where he's coming from. I hear where Mac's coming from, though, Carl.
Before the Julio Diaz fight came on, I told everybody that this fight is going to be tougher than tougher. No. And it was close. And he floored Khan.
Yeah. I remember that, yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Look, man, Khan ain't winning that fight, man. Khan is not winning that fight.
Yeah,
I mean, I expect Crawford to finish it, you know, quite, you know what I mean?
Convincingly.
Yeah, convincingly, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So the Queen has passed through. La La D. Big up on her chest. Then the Odd Fella. Big up from the north side. You know, the Canadian team is out there. Big up the Odd Fella and La La D. Yeah. Do you know what? It's funny you say that because I remember Khan. You know, because I think he turned pro in 2006. I remember because he was all the rage. Like from when he won, did he get?
Amir Khan?
Yeah. Did he turn pro? Was it 2006 he turned pro, or was it
No.
2004? I can't remember.
Maybe 2004, 2005, I think.
Yeah, I think it was 2004. I remember because there was all the rage in the UK. There was all this rage about Amir Khan and
2005 probably.
Yeah, because I think that's it. Because I think in 2004 he was at the Athens Olympics, right?
Yeah.
Right. So he turned pro the next year. Because I remember there was all the rage of this guy called Amir Khan. Like because he got a bronze, wasn't it, or a silver? I can't remember.
Silver. He lost to Mario Kingdom.
Yeah.
Cuban.
Yeah, that's it. He's bringing it back now. So and I remember everyone saying, yeah, Khan, he's gonna, he's turning pro and he's gonna shock the world, and he had some pretty good success early on. But yeah, man, I remember them fights, man, flipping hell. But at the same time, I hear where Matt's coming from, though. He does have a lot of skill and that, but yeah, man, we'll just.
No, he has a lot of speed.
What speed?
Yeah, he's not that skillful.
I think he's skillful at times.
Khan's gonna get beaten up, bro.
What about flipping Derek Chisora's back at it again, you know?
Derek is the old war horse, bro. Derek is a warrior, man. Give him credit.
I said, what the hell, Derek? Are you serious, man? Lay down.
Yeah, Derek don't lay down, bro. Derek don't lay down.
I mean, what, he's broke up with his trainer?
With Don Charles, yeah.
Yeah, Don Charles, yeah. So
Dave Caldwell now.
who is he fighting?
Gashi.
Gashi, yeah.
What Takam, yeah.
Boy, we'll have to see what happens with Del Boy, you know.
Yeah, Del Boy's back in the mix, so he'll probably fight the winner out of Lucas Brown and Dave Allen, or maybe Usyk. I mean,
yeah, I see that. What about they're talking about, what's his name? I've got his face in my mind. I'm just trying to think of his name. Heavyweight, Okoli. Sorry, not what am I thinking of?
Backo.
No. Who's who have they tried to line Okoli up with?
My bad. I got a call. I don't know. Right in the middle of our conversation.
Oh, that's all good, man. You know how it goes, man.
I might have to drop off because I know she's gonna call right back.
Oh, what you got? That is that Jamaican one again?
No, she mad at me right now.
All right, car. You know the girl them there, man.
Man, look, let me tell y'all something. Anything you do can piss the Jamaican off. Breathe wrong when they pissed off, so she'll be all right. But she mad at me. She mad at me for something on Facebook.
Yeah, man. You got she back? Is she back in Texas now? You said she went.
Yeah, she been back. She at home. We was actually supposed to go out today, but she tripping. So I'm gonna go do what I want to do.
Oh boy, man. She'll fix you up some nice food, man. But you have to be careful because that food will knock you out as well, man, and put you to sleep.
Oh, I know, but she don't. She don't eat meat. She like me.
Yeah, same way, man. Same way, man. That yard food, trust me.
Yeah, yeah. I don't.
But yeah, no, it's all good, man. I understand if you got to drop out, man. That's all. It's all good, man.
I appreciate you for sending me that link, man. It's great. Yeah, we can start doing this every Sunday, man. Just keep me updated on everything and shit. We can just jump live on this every Sunday, and I'm always down to do it live.
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. As I say,
Yeah. You always blessing my channel, man. So I gotta return the favor, and I'm still help you build this channel up, man. So
yeah, bless up, man. That's all. That's love, man. That's love. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate that. You know what I mean? 'Cause, you know, as I say, I'm still kind of new to this live stream thing. I've only just started to do it again since they got me wrapped up. So I'll try and make it like a Sunday thing, and you know, I'll send some links out there. But yeah, I want to try and keep it to you know, like a 2 or 3 man on the thing, so that everyone can get uh, 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 their
Across-
voices heard.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I'm probably I'm actually been thinking about shrinking mine down as well. So
yeah.
Yeah, but I don't want no one to be like offended or anything. Like if I don't send links out there, it's just if I've got 2 or 3 men on the panel, I just want to keep it like that. So if anyone's listening on a rebroadcast and you see that, right, here comes man, a man's on the thing, and you ain't sent me no link, it's not nothing personal. It's just I just want to kind of keep it so
Yeah.
that everyone can be heard. You know what I mean?
oh yeah,
So
I understand 100%. Believe me, I understand
Yo,
because
I'm
I
gonna
know
go.
my channels be too jumpy,
I'm gonna go.
and you know
I'm
I've
gonna
even
go.
been doing some live streams by myself lately. So you know I understand.
that's all good. What was that, Beats?
I'm gonna go collect my pizza, man.
No, no worries, man. No worries.
All right,
No
peace.
worries.
All right,
Oh
Bless
yeah,
up,
man.
man. Thanks
Peace,
for
my brother.
passing
Y'all,
through.
yeah, I appreciate you for bringing me on.
No
all right,
worries.
no problem.
All right.
What's the name of your guest?
Stay ready boxing.
Get ready.
Yes, stay ready, boxing TV, man. You can find me on YouTube and you can find me on Instagram.
All right, no problem, man. Good talking, man.
Man,
Yeah,
appreciate it.
it's a good conversation. Good conversation.
All right.
Peace, brothers. Peace. All right. So you had some guests come through. We was just talking up that boxing. Let me jump in the chat real quick and catch up on the chat. AOBZ, he doesn't have skill. He has fast hands. That's it. Throwing 8 punches, throwing 8 punch combos is all he has. Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah, Khan is known for his hand speed and his combination punching. And the thing about combination punching is that you don't generate power with combination punching. You know what I mean? So yeah, I've got to come with you there. But you know, I kind of lean on both sides because I know Khan does have skill. You know, because he outboxed Canelo. He has I can't remember all of his fights, but he does actually have skill. He's very quick with the hands, but I don't see it against Crawford. The odd fella, he was just trying to remind me. It's Gashi, Gashi. And then he says Okoli versus Lebedev. Nah, I wasn't thinking of Okoli and Lebedev. It's Okoli and someone. I'll try and remember. I'll try and remember. Lala D. Lala D. She says, "Stay ready," and his women. Yeah, man. You know how Mac is, man. You know how Mac is, man. He's you know, he's always got something to manage. He's always got to manage something. Yeah, big up, Mac. Big up, Mac. Yeah, you know. So we touched on a lot, you know, a lot of fights that happened this weekend. Um, as I say, Khan, boy, I don't. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. What I do know, I know Crawford's gonna beat Khan, but yeah, but well, what Mac was saying is that if it goes the distance, you know, he's got uh, Khan beating Crawford, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. Okay, so the week after next is FA Ajagba. He's going to be out there again. FA Jabba, he's going to be fighting Michael Wallish. Now, Michael Wallish, he's 19-1. He's a German from Munich. He fought Christian Hammer, lost to Christian Hammer. That's his only loss on his record. He's also fought Samir Barakovic. He's got a domestic record, and most of his fights were in Germany. So this looks like a good kind of next fight or step up fight for FA Jabba. So we'll see how he gets on there. Lala D says, I got Bud by late KO. I got Danny over Grenades, but I know many have it the other way. Yeah, a lot of people do have Grenades over Danny. The fella says, Wallish is domestic German food. Currywurst. Okay. I mean, I don't know much about him. I don't know much about him. I've never seen him fight, but it looks like it's a good opponent for a Jagbar with where he's at in his career at the moment, you know. Yeah, as for Danny Granados, I'm just going to watch that fight. We'll see what happens there. Who else have we got? Tete. Tete's at it. Week commencing the 27th of April. So Tete's fighting Nonito Donaire. That's going to be a good fight. Looking forward to that one. Nonito Donaire. Nonito Donaire has been around, you know. Nonito Donaire has been around, you know. He's been in there with Rigo, Frampton, Jesse Magdaleno. I don't know if you know people are familiar with Jesse Magdaleno, but Jesse Magdaleno, he's a fighter at 122. At one point, I think he was ranked #1, believe it or not, at 122, if I remember correctly. He's been in there with Nicholas Waters, lost to Waters. Donaire, you know, he's still kind of relevant. You know, that should be a good fight for Tete. I'm looking forward to that one. I think Tete should get through Donaire, and then we should see Tete and Nao Inoue at 122. But we'll see. Let me jump in the chat real quick. So Aladi says, did you guys see Joey Spencer last night? I ain't actually see Joey Spencer. I was flicking between channels trying to, you know, catch the relevant fights that I could. I caught a lot of fights, but I didn't see the Joey Spencer fight. So you'll have to you know, fill me in. Oddfellow says, agreed. A Jagbar should. Yeah. So yeah, he says a Jagbar should fight at this level for the next couple of fights. Yep, I agree. Yeah. You know, that guy's 19-1. If Jabbar can get a couple of them, those 2 more of them fights, that would be good experience for him. And it'd be a, you know, good learning curve for him as well. I don't know what you think of Nonito. Oh, so Laladi says, I don't know what to think of Nonito anymore. Yeah, I mean, Nonito Donaire was bigged up as he was being billed as, or he was being pushed as the next Manny Pacquiao for a while until Rigo killed that dream. Yeah, Donaire, I hear what you're saying, Lala D. Donaire is one of them ones, isn't he? Or one of those ones, should we say? Donaire, I don't know, man. I don't know. I think I think he's. I could be wrong, but I think Donaire is like B level now. Like he's not really a serious contender or A level. So I could be wrong, but that's kind of where I think Donaire is at the moment. He's just kind of floating around in the B section. But you know, we'll see. Oddfella says, "Yeah, Joey looked good, but I'm skeptical when he steps up in competition." Okay, okay, yeah. Well, I mean, I've got to catch up on uh what's that fight? Munguia, because I heard that Munguia, some people were saying that he got robbed, and some people were saying that he should have won. So that fight sounds real interesting. I need to check that out. And Lala D says definitely at the odd fella. And then who would be a good tough challenge for FA now? Parker, Joyce. Okay, that's a good one. I like Joe Joyce for FA Ajagba. Do you know what? That's a good matchup. Joe Joyce is about 6 fights in now. That's a good matchup. I say FA Ajagba beats Joyce. I think he sleeps Joyce. I think he sleeps him. But that's a good matchup. I didn't even think about that. Joe Joyce and FA Ajagba. Yeah, I like that matchup. I like that matchup. Mm. And then Lala says, are they still too much for FA? Nah, Joyce is a good matchup. Parker's a little too far though. I think Parker's a bit too far. Because Parker's an established you know, he's a Parker's an established competitor. I think he's a bit too much for FA Ajagba right now. Oddfella says, "Hey Lala, when are you going to make the first live stream appearance? You have a lot. You have that tongue tied today. You know, you have a lot of knowledge to offer different boxing panels." And then Lala D, she's thumping her chest now. She says, "I know, you know, I know." Now, yeah, she's Lala D's a silent assassin, man. Don't be fooled by, you know, those pretty looks of hers. She knows her boxing, and you know, don't come at her with no beef with Boo Boo. She's pulling out the cannons. That's her man right there, Boo Boo. She says, "I know I'm so lame when it comes to making a live. I need to start thinking about it more." And then Oddfella says, "Joe Parker is hard competition. His movement could give FA fits." Yeah. Yeah. Parker, I just think Parker's he's maybe 3 or 4 fights down the line. But you know, sometimes when you chuck people in the deep end, you can see where they're really at, you know. So we'll see. Oh wait, I didn't mean that in an arrogant way. Didn't even catch that. That's all good, man. It's not that, man. No one's really thinking it's arrogant, man. But Lala D, she knows her boxing. You know what I mean? She ain't just you know, some little cutie pie. She knows her boxing, man. Also we got that week there, the 27th, we got Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois, he's fighting Richard Lartey, he's a Ghanaian. Richard Lartey is very confident about this fight with Dubois. So that's going to be interesting. I'm very interested to see this fight actually with Richard Lartey and Daniel Dubois. Um, that fight is going to be happening in Wembley. And Richard Lartey, now Richard Lartey, he's got a loss on his record, right? He lost to uh, Mersin, but I think that was in where was that fight? Can't remember. But anyway, that loss there, I think he had an injury and he had to retire. What happened in that fight? I'm gonna have to research and find out. But I don't think it was a yeah, he retired. That's it. He had an injury. He had an injury. So he had to retire in that fight. But Richard Lartey, man, that's gonna be a good fight. Dubois and Lartey, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's a hardcore Ghanaian, yeah. Um, you know, fighting out of that Bukum, you know, that Bukum state in Accra. Yeah, that's a good fight. Um, Lala D says, did we talk about Yard and Kovalev? Latte confident in his career, high payday. Yeah, yeah, it's a career high payday. Um, and then yeah, he's just correcting me and saying that that fight took place in Switzerland. That's right. That's right. Latte record is suspect, bro. The Ghanaian heavyweight scene is limited. You are right, you know what, fella. The Ghanaian heavyweight scene is limited. There's certain weight divisions in Ghana that's lacking, and yes, there is some corruption. I know that because Isaac Dogbo was commenting. He was talking about how he had to contact BoxRec to correct some records on one of his fighters or someone that he looks out for, because something to do with the people distributed the wrong information to BoxRec, and they had to pay BoxRec money to get the information corrected, because BoxRec said, hey, look, it's our website, we can put whatever we want on there. And so yeah, man, you know, even with BoxRec, the regardless of how much knowledge and data is in there, sometimes, you know, you have to take that information and data with a pinch of salt, man. um Lala D says, wow, you say Accra correctly. I have friends from there, but we lost contact. Yeah, Lala D, she's been around the world, you know. I don't be fooled, you know. She's been to um, uh, South London. I think you were saying one time you've been to South London and some other places around the world. But Yard and Kovalev, we didn't touch on that. You know, Yard, it's a good look for him. You know, it's a good look for him. You know, 4.2 million. That's gonna be a good payout for him. I believe the fight's gonna happen, despite um, Tunde Ajayi talking about, you know, the fights. It needs to happen in the Emirates Stadium in London, and all this stuff. And you know, he's now backtracking and saying that, oh, you know, when you mislead people into thinking one thing and then you do another thing. Yeah, he's trying to backtrack now. He's trying to cover his tracks. You know what I mean? Um, you know, but they want that fight. I think that fight's definitely going to go ahead. I personally think that Yard can beat Kovalev. Um, I think some people have this perception of Kovalev being the same fighter he was pre-Andre Ward, but he's not, man. Kovalev is definitely beatable. Yard can beat Kovalev. That's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. I'm not saying that he will. I'm saying that he can definitely beat Kovalev. I'm rooting for Yard. Uh, I think a lot of people in the UK give him a lot of stick he gets more love from America. The Americans seem to pay more respect to Yard than people in the UK. I think Yard can beat Kovalev, and you know, I hope that fight goes through. D says, many think Yard is in over his head. I think it's worth a try. Most definitely. Glad some boxers are willing to take risks. Yeah, me too, man. Me too, man. Some of these guys needs to take more risks, man. You know. But Teofimo Lopez is out there. You know, he wants that smoke with Lomachenko. The odd fella's skeptical, man. He says that I still believe the fight doesn't make it in Russia, doesn't happen in Russia. Yeah, I hear you was expressing your points about his legal issues and stuff like that. Very valid points. Very valid points. I think it will. I think it will go ahead, but you know, yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm not as clued up on the legal side of the game because you was speaking some knowledge on you know, the technicalities of the law and all this and that. But I think it will. I think it will go ahead. Man, Bob Arum has come out about this. You know, Frank Warren has come out about this. Tunde Ajayi has come out about this. You know, so I think that despite the legal issues that Kovalev has got, the conviction in these statements sound like they bypass and go beyond those concerns. It sounds like they've already dealt with those road bumps. So you know, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. But I got Yard. I got Yard beating Kovalev. But we're gonna have to see. Americans like alpha males. Yard fits that description so far. Okay, yeah. So the other thing that, you know, a lot of people get on Yard about is his shoulder roll. You know, sometimes he'll fall into the Philly shell stance, and you know, a lot of people are clowning him about this shoulder roll business. And I think people just need to ease up a bit, man, and just get off his back. You know, he's doing whatever's required to get the job done. I personally don't have no problems with Yard, man. I really don't. I think I actually think people are just hating on him. I think some people are just hating on him. Let the young brother shine, man. If he gets through Kovalev, he puts his name on the world stage. He gets his name on the world stage, and you know, that's what it's all about. In the end, if he loses to Kovalev, or depending on how he loses, and that, you know, then we'll take it from there. Then maybe, yeah, he's just a UK domestic fighter. But I believe he can beat Kovalev, and then it's just onwards and upwards from there. You know, these guys they've come from nothing. They've come from nothing. They built Tunde Ajayi. As much as he's annoying and he talks a lot and talks a load of rubbish and all of that, these guys have come from the grassroots, man. Grassroots. They've got this deal with Adidas and all of that. So, man, I have to respect what these guys have done, even thus far, you know? So, yeah, I'm all for that. A bit of the infamous triangle theory, but Alvarez didn't do much of anything in the second fight, and Kovalev couldn't hurt him. An active Yard can hurt Kovalev, I think. Did you see the American heavyweights, Jamaican Jamaican, you know, Jermaine Franklin versus Rydell Booker? Old man Booker impressed me, even though he lost. I did actually see that, you know. I saw fragments of that fight. Franklin Was it Franklin that was wearing the silly skirt thing, the Adrian Broner skirt thing, or the split trunks? Was it Franklin or Booker? I can't remember. One of the two was wearing it. It was like a blue split trunk type shorts or whatnot. I watched fragments of it, but I didn't watch the full fight. I was flicking between channels and trying to catch up. But I did see fragments of it. I might have to watch it again though, because it did look interesting. It did look real interesting. Franklin had the T Grizzly twists in his head, and they called it on the corner. Okay, so Money Powell the fourth was out there as well yesterday. We touched on that earlier. Money Powell. That fella's stupid, you know. Matter of fact, I'm gonna jump off this thing in a bit, but let me get fella, let me know if you want to jump in real quick on the panel to express yourself, man. Cause you're talking a whole heap of madness, you know. Looking like somebody's beastly baby mama. He said beastly, you know. Beastly to her ass. Let me see if I can figure out how to send the link on this thing here. If I can jump that fella on here real quick before we duck out on the live stream. Odd fella, how do I jump him in? See, that's okay. Right, okay. I'm gonna add you in from the live and direct. See if that works. Let me know. Yeah, man. Explain yourself, man. And then we've got we've got Dubois, Regis Prograis. Yeah, it's my man right there. Regis Prograis versus Relic, Kirill Relic. That's going to be a good fight as well. It's going to be a very competitive fight. I'm looking forward to that one as well on the 27th. Very, very good matchup. I've got Prograis in that one. I think Prograis is going to get that one. And then we'll see Prograis hopefully with Josh Taylor in the finals. So so let's see how that goes. There he is. From the north side.
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's it, man.
What it do? What it do? Just on the job site, you know what I mean?
Oh, you working on a Sunday?
Yeah. Just trying to, you know what I mean, stack up some extra dollars, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no doubt, man. Got to bring in that guap, you know what I mean?
That's what it is. Got to, you know what I mean? You got to take the kids to a vacation this summer, you know what I mean? So I got to stack a little extra guapolade for the kids, them.
For sure. We got Regis Prograis. He's fighting Relic next. Sorry, not next week. On a week commencing the 27th. Not week commencing the 27th, but on the 27th of April, he's fighting Relic. How you feel about that matchup there, Prograis and Relic?
Yeah, that's another good matchup. I always like seeing Regis Prograis fight, and he's definitely fighting against one of the top fighters in the 140 division. Even though I think Kirill Relic, he's gonna lose this fight. either by stoppage or decision, I still
Yeah.
believe it's a good fight. I just don't think Carol Rilek already has 2 losses on his record. I think one of those losses came to Rancis Bartholomew.
Oh
One of
snap! Did
your
he lose to Bartholomew? I
Yeah,
didn't
he
know
did.
that.
And
Shit.
I never liked Bartholomew.
Nah, I never
Never
liked
liked him.
Bartholomew either.
Dig. So just based off of that, it kind of rubs me the wrong way with Kirill Rilek. It kind of lets me know that he's not on the level of Regis
Damn,
Prograis.
he
So if
lost to
Regis Prograis was,
Bartholomew.
yes, he did. Yes, he did. But he got he rematched Bartholomew, and I think he won by split decision,
Oh shit, you're right. Yes, I
and
remember this. I remember.
and
Yep.
that's how he captured the belt. I think.
And you know what's even worse than that? He lost to Ricky Burns.
Damn, I didn't even realize that. Now
Ricky
that's
Burns.
oh yeah, that's telling right there, bro. That's telling.
Mm.
Um, yeah, I have Prograis winning this fight. You know what I mean, outright. Like I said, he probably will stop him, but I wouldn't be surprised if Rilek was able to go to 12 rounds with him. I believe it's going to be somewhat similar to the Flanagan fight.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
got
yeah,
respect for
yeah,
Flanagan. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I've always had respect for Flanagan, but to me, they're kind of similar opponents. Dig. So yeah, Prograis all the way.
yeah, man. Progress all the way, man. Lala D says, uh, greetings from the north side. The only Cuban I don't like. Yeah, man, I hear that, man. I hear that. I don't like both of them. Him and his brother. I don't
Him
like.
and his brother, yeah, LeDuane,
Yeah,
looking like sideshow Bob up in this
yeah,
bit.
man. They look like Shy Show Bob, man. Him and his younger brother, LeDuan, man. Sideshow Bob. They
Yep.
move like him as well. That up UK upright lampposting.
Yeah. 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 Straight
But
up.
I think you're right. I think this could be another Terry Flanagan situation for Prograis.
Mm-hmm.
I like Prograis,
So
man, because I've been following his career, man. He every step of the way, man, he's impressed. He's impressed me, man, and I think he's the real deal. I believe in him.
so do I. I just hope. I don't know if it's a light skinned thing because I'm part of Team Light Skinned, but I don't know. I just get the impression he you know what I mean. He's about that smoke right now, but as soon as he gets a couple belts, is he gonna
He's
turn
gonna
into
take
Keith
the.
Thurman? Is he gonna go to
Uh,
Keith Thurman about? You know what I mean? I don't know, bro. You know what I mean? I'm kind of. I mean,
uh,
I love Prograis, but I gotta wait and see what he does when he, you know what I mean, get some accolades. Does he turn down or does he turn up? I mean, is the question.
yeah. Nah, I think that's uniquely a Keith Thurman thing. I don't think it's a light skin thing, man. I mean, who's light skin? What's his name? Ward? What is Ward light skin? Is he light skinned or brown? I don't know, man.
Ward would I guess be considered as light skinned. He's more of a
He's kind of on the
he kind of
fence.
brown skinned, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, he's
It's hard
kind
to
of.
say because he's half white too. You know what I mean. So
Yeah,
I guess he
yeah,
could put him in the light skinned
yeah,
uh category. But yeah, he never really ducked no smoke. Other people do say he ducked Adonis Stevenson to a certain degree, but other than that, you know what I mean. Andre Ward fought the best of them all, pretty much.
yeah. So as you say, the only thing my only concerns with Prograis is that he hasn't fought anyone. He hasn't validated himself. I believe that he's the truth, but he just hasn't validated himself. I can't point to a single fight and say, yeah, he beat so and so. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like he hasn't fought anyone. But this is what I'm saying with Taylor, Josh Taylor, that could be the fight to validate him. Um and I'm 50-50 on that. I don't know who's gonna win that.
True. Yeah.
Taylor and Prograis. That's
Well,
a good fight.
Well, even before that fight, is Baranchek now
Yeah,
fighting?
Baranchek. Yeah.
Is it back? Is it back on, or
From what
I'm hearing like conflicting news. Like 1 week I hear Baranchek's removing himself from the tournament. Now I'm hearing he's back in. So I don't.
the last I heard is that that everything is he left and then now he's back. Everything was sorted and he's back. I haven't heard anything since. From what I know, he's back and he's ready to go.
Okay, yeah, because that's another interesting fight to see what happens in. I think Baranchek has a little bit more of a chance than Relic does, but I still
Yes,
think
yeah.
Taylor will outbox him unless he's having a bad night. I think
Mm.
I think he outboxes Ivan Baranchek.
Well, I think things are going to get real interesting in the years to come because Prograis wants that smoke with Crawford. Teofimo Lopez wants smoke with Crawford as well. So you got the young whippersnappers are on hot on the heels of Crawford, you know. So if these guys are looking to move up into welterweight, boy, things are going to get real interesting, man.
Well, they might. The Uncle Bob might just force him to do that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It might be what the top ranked doctor ordered. If PBC continues to play hardball with not, you know what I mean? Because there's obviously a back and forth between the two entities, and right now PBC wants to have all their players on their side, you know what I mean? Don't really want to work. It seems like, well, as far as like the welterweights go, they're not willing to work, you know what I mean? Reach out that, reach out that on that arm to, you know what I mean, to Terrence Crawford to get this fight going. It seems like us as a populace is relying on Terrence Crawford to get this fight done with PBC, you know what I mean, in the top rank camp. So there's a little bit back and forth between both camps. So I think it's a possibility top rank moves up some of their or forces some of their 140 guys to move up. You know what I mean, so Terrence Crawford will have some more legitimate opposition because right now it's starting to dry up. It's really starting to dry up. I mean,
Yeah.
this you can't find a mandatory every fight. You know what I mean? And
Yep.
if he if they do move up some of the 140 guys, like you said, there's Regis Prograis, he's on deck, as well as that other cat from Fresno. What's his name? I think it's Jose Ramirez.
Jose
He's a big
Ramirez. Yeah.
He's a big 140 pounder as well. I think he's like 5'10" or something like that. I think he could definitely make a move to 147 in the near future if he wanted to. So both of those guys are with ESPN. I know Ramirez is definitely with Top Rank, and Regis has kind of like a he well yeah he's with ESPN, but I think you believe he's a free agent though, but he's been on the ESPN network before. So yeah, those are guys that definitely Top Rank can make matchups for Terrence Crawford if all fails to the weight side with this Spence fight or with any of the other top welterweights belt holders.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Teofimo Lopez expects to jump from 135 to 147 to fight Crawford, man. He's got a real axe to grind with Crawford, man. I don't know what his problem is. Sorry, not Lopez. My bad. I'm talking about it's Prograis. Prograis is really after Crawford.
Indeed,
But
indeed, and I would like to see. I would love to see that fight.
yeah. I mean, I like the way Prograis is talking. I like that. You know, as I say, Crawford's my guy, but at the end of the day, I want to see the best fight the best. And if Prograis wants that work, then I'm all for it, man. I ain't in and protecting no one. And no, don't fight Prograis. It's too risky. Nah, man. Let's see it. I want, because there's a lot of great fighters of the past, and in this day and age, in this era that we live in, You know, it's all about protecting your career and, you know, picking strategic fights. And I blame some of it on Mayweather, you know, because Mayweather's success, he's, you know, he's the most successful boxer of all time, right? But, and what he done in his career in terms of the opponents that he fought was a combination of timing and just, well, in fact, it was all timing. But just because it works for Mayweather with the whole black Mexican thing and the opponents that were available at the time and all of that, doesn't mean that this is the blueprint for everybody, that everybody should follow. Like, you know, and this is what I find in boxing now, is that people are trying to strategically fight opponents. Like Errol Spence is trying to strategically fight opponents. Like he's strategically trying to fight Sean Porter or Keith or whoever it is, you know, rather than, you know, us seeing the fights that we want to see. Like I want to see Spence and Crawford. That's what I want to see, because that it's a good matchup. Stylistically, is a good matchup. But you know, boxing doesn't work like that. It's a load of politics and things like that, you know. And it is what it is, I guess. But yeah, I definitely would like to see that in the future. Let me ask you something, Nodfella, right? Because Mac and my man Beats was sorry, who was it? Sorry, Mac was saying that if Crawford goes the distance with what's his name, Khan, then he feels like Khan is gonna get the decision if it goes 12, if it goes the distance. Or what do you think? Do you think Khan can get it if it goes the distance?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I still think it's a top rank. It's a top rank promotion. Crawford's the A side. Crawford's in his home country. I still believe that if it's a close fight, they'll probably look Terrence Crawford's way. But I don't really think it's going to be a close fight. I mean, I could see it going 12 rounds. You know what I mean? I could see it going 12 rounds. I could see Khan being knocked down a couple times and getting back up and running around. You know what I mean? And surviving for 12 rounds. But that's the type of fight I see. And if that's the case, I don't see how the judges are going to give him a decision in New York City. Because I mean, close memory has it. Like, I mean, we a lot of us saw that Samuel Vargas fight. You know what I mean?
Yep. He got dropped. He got dropped up once in that fight, or was it twice even?
It might have been. I think it was once, but he was hurt at least. He was hurt at least twice in the fight.
Yeah.
He did drop Samuel Vargas, I think, twice. But a guy of Samuel Vargas's level has no business, you know what I mean, being competitive with Amir Khan. You know what I mean? But he was. You know what I mean? Yeah. And before that, I mean, Lil Greco, I don't even know what to say about that. I don't even know what to say about that knockout. You know what I mean? To me, Lil Greco came for a paycheck and laid down. You know what I mean? You never can tell with Eddie Hearn, man. You know what I mean? But I'm even skeptical. I'm even skeptical about when AJ fought Kevin Johnson way back when and blew him out like in 1-2 rounds. But you never seen KJ. You never seen KJ get blown out again like that. You know what I mean? That's skeptical to me.
Yeah, but Kevin Johnson is a high-level journeyman.
High level, bro.
He's a high-level journeyman. If you check his record, he's only been knocked out once, and he's had like 20. He's probably got like 20 losses or something, you know. So,
like Vitaly Klitschko couldn't even knock him out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy's a defensive wizard.
He is, man. This guy has been in. You know what? He's got the best resume in the heavyweight division because he's actually fought everyone.
Indeed.
Everyone.
He's damn near fought everybody. The kingpin.
You know what? He's one of my favorite fighters in the heavyweight division, and he's a loser. What that?
Kevin the Kingpin Johnson, man.
Yeah, man, that's my guy right there, man. That's my guy right there.
Yeah, he goes. Yeah, he must be respected. Trust, you know what I mean. He was a highly rated contender, you know what I mean, in his earlier part of career, but now, right now, he's pretty much the road warrior. He's putting on his best Glenn Johnson face, except he doesn't win these fights, or he doesn't even come close to being competitive. But he gives what he does do is give these prospects plenty of rounds, you know what I mean, to learn
Yep,
something, man.
experience.
Right.
I mean, I don't know if you saw the fight against Daniel Dubois, man. He wasn't trying, man. He was just there he was just acting as a punching bag for Dubois, man.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even trying. He didn't get knocked out. He was doing the Philly show a little bit. Yeah, man. I like him, man. He's one of my favorite heavyweights for sure. Yeah, man. But
Have you yet to see my favorite UK heavyweight, upcoming heavyweight? Have you seen that Fabio Wardley guy yet?
yeah, he's the one from Ipswich, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've seen him. He's a southpaw.
What do you
I
think
think
about him?
I think he's a southpaw. Yeah. He looks all right. He looks all right. I think he's like 6 fights in right now, 5 or 6 fights in.
Yeah, 5 or 6 fights.
Yeah, he looked all right. He looked for what the fight. I can't remember which fight it was I saw, but he looked all right. He was kind of he's light skin mix. I think he's mixed.
Yeah,
He
team light skin.
Yeah, and he had a little slickness to him. He had a little slickness to him. Uh,
Hmm.
I don't have too much commentary because I've only seen the one fight. I've only seen the one fight, but he looked all right. Looked all right.
Indeed.
I think
Uh,
he's managed by Dylan White or something.
I think so as well. I know he's definitely he spars a lot with Dillian White. He's always in Dillian White's camp. So he was raving about getting a lot of good experience from Dillian White in sparring and in training camp. So yeah, that might be a possibility. It might be under Dillian White's management group. I think that's headed by his brothers, ain't they?
Right, right,
Dean White has something to do with the management team, I believe.
right. I see. I mean, we'll have to see how he develops. At me, as per usual, for me, I think that from a UK perspective, I think that you should be the best in the region, and then go on to national, then go on to European, then go on to world stage. I don't think that there's a successful blueprint for everybody, but that's generally how I think fighters should come through. Because if you're a UK fighter and you try to jump to world stage, man, you know it don't always work out too well.
Hmm. Yes,
So
indeed.
I think that
Yeah.
he should try and compete for the southern area. I think he comes under the southern area in England. The southern area title, be the get that Lonsdale strap or whatever, and
Yeah.
then compete at national level. Take on, because we got a lot of heavyweights over here. Joe Joyce, Joe Joyce would be a good. But then again, Joe Joyce is looking to yeah, I think I don't know what's going on with Joe Joyce, to be
You would
honest.
have to put him in like with a Tom Little or
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
say
yeah,
who's that guy? You just slipped my mind. That Nick Webb. Nick
yeah.
Webb would take the fight because he's pretty much on the brink of obscurity right now after taking that last KO loss he took.
All right, Lala D says she's got to run. She's got to jet out. No doubt, man. We'll try and do this. Check back next Sunday, man, and try and do the live stream again. But thanks for coming through, Lala D. But
Yes,
yeah, I hear you,
indeed.
odd fella, man. I hear
Hmm?
you. Yeah, Tom Little, them kind of guys there.
Exact. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Those guys here would be nice little step ups, nice little um, notches in his belt. You know what I mean, as he goes up, I mean, in competition. But yeah, I would like to see that.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, man, I'll have to cut out myself.
Hmm.
It's been a bit of a marathon session. I think it's been about 3 hours or so. Uh, it's good to see the people them come through. Yourself, the Houston hard hitters, and I might try and do this a regular thing on Sundays. I'm not sure what time, but we'll just kind of work it out as we go, man. Because we got a lot of fights on next week, so there's going to be a lot to talk about. Um,
Indeed.
so yeah, man, I'll try and jump you in next week. Probably try to get you Ack. Well, I don't know about Ack because he's kind of busy right now. Um, but a couple people, man. There's a whole heap of people to choose from,
Hmm.
man. You know. Thanks for coming through, the odd fella.
Don't
You
know
know.
if respect for shooting that link. In the dig, I just happened to just being on break, you know what I mean? Check my phone. I was like, what's going on? When the one's live? And I see stay ready up on that bitch. So I was like, okay. Let me see what going. I see, of course, you know what I mean, Queen Lala D up in the chat, you know what I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
holding it
yeah.
down.
She
So
came through. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Peace to everyone that came through. And I was saying, man, as soon as I got the live back now, this is like my second ever live. So I'm still kind of getting used to the controls and how to send links out and invites. So you guys will have to bear with me. But I want to try and keep it uh, to like maybe 2, 3 people on the panel so that everyone can express themselves and go in on certain subjects, you know. Um, so yeah, man, it's been a good life. It's been a good life, man. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed the discussions and stuff,
D,
man. No doubt.
glad you're back. Glad you're back in full effect.
Yeah, yeah. Done know the done know. But yeah, man, you got any last words or anything?
Um, nah, not really. Just man, them that are interested, go check out my hip hop radio podcast,
Oh
which is
yeah,
on
yeah.
cfmu.ca, the live and direct show. We just did another show, the Saturday Night Mixtape Volume 4, which includes a lot of some dope Nipsey Hustle tracks. You know what I mean? To salute to the late great Nipsey Hussle. We also have some like poignant commentary about the whole situation. Now that we're a week removed from the tragedy, um, I have some different thoughts I have on the situations that might not be all too mainstream. But you know, my name is the Odd Fella, so that's what it is.
So,
So
so this is on your so we can
yes,
catch this on the link,
yes,
right?
yes, yeah. That's on my the latest podcast. Actually, I'm gonna have to check to see if it's up because I was talking so much talking so much shit on it. They might have took it down. You know what I mean? And it has happened happened before. So, uh, but regardless, even the week before the podcast we did last week, it was straight celebration of Nipsey Hussle's life. It takes you back to his first mixtape, Bullets Ain't Got No Names, all the way up to his the last album, which is Victory Lap in the dig. So we take you through a journey. You know what I mean, through all his music. You know what I mean, from I believe from like 2008 all the way up to 2019.
Oh, that's what's up, man. I'm gonna have to check that out, man. I'm gonna have to check that out myself, man. You know what I mean? I'll be interested to hear that before they take it down and whatnot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. That's a good look. That's a good look, man. But yeah,
Respect.
thanks for everyone for coming through on the chat. Everyone's listening on the reboard broadcast, man. Thanks for listening. You know, it's been a marathon session. Don't forget to hit the like button. Apparently, that shit helps. You know what I mean? It's your boy, one of them ones, just catching up on the fights that happened this weekend. And I'm out. Peace to everyone.
Peace.